Everyone.
Hello, welcome back.
No countdown or anything. But we're still gonna have a chat for a couple of minutes as we go through this. Wait for people to come in. Welcome to the Crackerbox stream. It is time for Innistrad Crimson Vow. It's your boys Dylan and Trent.
We live.
From the Vault TCG Singles website as well. The team
together.
Though I'm kind of everywhere.
You are
We're going to be cracking open 2 set booster boxes of Crimson Vow. We're going to be chatting Crimson Vow. And Trent, as you see, there's a little camera in the bottom corner there. Trent's going to draw up some tokens as we go.
Tokens as we go. So order anything through the store and we will be making some tokens for you. So when you order anything through today's stream, you'll be earning a free token. And if you're in the chat, you can ask for some more specific stuff. Yeah. Now, I am an artiste. I could draw most things, especially in a short amount of time. But, you know, give me credit where it's due.
Let me just...
Please don't ask me for the square root of pi. Just draw me the square root of pi, please, my friend. Like, you know. Don't ask
Can I
for,
have a food token that has pi on it?
What's that?
To the 10th digit.
Is it apathy or empathy? What does Milas's dad draw?
It's dignity.
Dignity. It's dignity.
It's dignity, Loan.
Loan, it's dignity. Can we get a Trent token? We already do Trent tokens. You can get Trent Goblin tokens, but I can draw you up if you order something today, Chili Philly, I will get you together a Trent token. 110%. You know what? While we're chilling in the chat, while Dylan talks about some Crimson Vow stuff, I'm going to get started on drawing up a cute little Trent token.
Sorry, I have my thing up. All right. Get a free token sketched on stream. singles.vaultgames.com.au. There you go. Links in the chat. What we can do there is you can go onto our website, pre-order any of the Crimson Vow stuff, or order any other of the singles that we have in stock.
That's it.
We have multiple collections on there as well. So you can choose whether to look at the commander-specific cards or the regular set cards. They've been split up because of the way the tagging's done in the system. But I noticed something here, Trent.
What have you noticed?
I noticed something when I opened the box.
Okay.
Now, remember the days of the floating promo pack that was just like sitting in the box?
The classic.
The classic. Well, check this out.
Show it to the boys on stream.
Can they see it?
Yep, they can see it.
You ready? Boom. It's on a piece of cardboard.
Damn. Oh, and it's like stuck to it.
And it's stuck to it. So no more free floating promo packs. Box topper packs.
And does the pack also fit into the background too?
Like it actually fits that art perfectly.
Yeah, that's really good. That's so cool. That is one classy box topper.
And on the back,
you're absolutely correct. Olivia on the back. Actually, sorry, the chat didn't get a good shot of that Olivia, like her face and such. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. Phenomenal.
Can you possibly throw me open a projector window just on the other side so I can see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Now that's one I don't know. Help me out with that one.
So right click on the...
Oh, actually, I saw projector.
Yeah.
Create a source projector?
No,
output
projector. Yep, that's
wonderful.
And just move that
wonderful.
over.
I'll move it up to here.
Awesome. Now I can see my fingies.
Whoa, yeah, I've got that big Trent hair in the way, so he couldn't really see what he was doing.
So let's get started with the first box.
Oh, easy peasy. Let's get some stuff cracked.
Here we go. Oh, art series cards.
Oh, already we're getting those art cards
series up top. You ready? Bam. Oh, it's signed.
Oh my God, already. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get you to stop for a second and I'm gonna bring up my camera properties just for this, which is this one. Yeah, perfect. There we go, properties. I'm just gonna make sure I can configure that zoom better. Focus better. So I'm gonna see the focus. So if I go to here. So hard to click. Oh, it's not moving.
Are you using mine? Or
I'm gonna turn off auto.
Yeah, you gotta turn
there
focus off auto.
I didn't realize it was on. There we go.
There you go.
Wonderful. There we go. Thank goodness. That's much better focus now.
Look at that.
Look at that. Such phenomenal art. And so that's actually a mythic rare spirit, and it's part of a new cycle.
Hopefully it's got that gold artist signature.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That is the Cemetery Illuminator.
Cemetery Illuminator.
I'll put that over there because I know that you're collecting those.
Thank you so much.
The Eternal Night lands have returned. Can you show that projector window?
I just lost it. Perfect. Sorry.
Eternal Night lands have returned. We've got
unhallowed phalanx. You gotta talk about that for a second. All
right, so yesterday we did a staff pre-release because one of the big things about Vault is we want to make sure that our staff know what's coming up in pre-release for you guys before you get here, so that they're well versed in and can give you the right suggestions. we played the stuff pre-release yesterday, and our boy PJ built a deck entirely around undead phalanxes and the zombie catapult.
Just
Which
straight
deals,
up, yeah.
which deals damage to any target?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's any target, straight
equal
to the
the
face.
toughness of what you sacrifice. So you got 113 unhallowed phalanxes that you just spend 2 in a black and just fling them at people.
That's it. So
It
cool.
was
It's such a cool build.
It was so dumb.
It was so gross though too. Like the games where it popped up, it felt like unstoppable. Now it did pop up every game, of course, but yeah, when it did, oh my goodness.
Oh, straight up.
Ooh, we got
The
that.
Eternal Knight Geralf, Visionary Stitcher.
So cool. Look at that. Get that close to the camera. That art is so phenomenal. Oh, Visionary Stitcher, so cool. I love these arts. Look at his face. Oh, so much character.
I love the design of this card.
There's so
Like,
much.
I've said it a couple of times to you guys behind the scenes, but like the symmetry of this with classic Gisa.
It looks so good. Deck him in the chat.
Very classic. deck
As always,
difference.
very
Absolutely.
welcome. Very welcome to join us. Very classic design.
And
very
don't
cool.
forget, guys, there's probably a few new people in the chat. If you place a pre-order for any of these cards today, you will get one of the tokens that Trent is sketching in the corner.
Yep, I'm currently working on a little corner sketch of myself there for Chili Philly coming together.
So you got that Geralf?
Yeah, I got that Geralt in there now.
Alrighty.
So actually, I've got you some sleeves there, and you could probably put him in one too.
All right.
Because they were also, by the way, guys, if you're on the chat now, get whatever you can. But these will go straight into like the lovely looking ones, going straight into our cabinet, so you can come into one of our events and see all these cards for yourself.
So we've got the really cool Fang treatment on the art here. So all the vampires have a Fang treatment card. So we've got Blood Craze, Socialite, and Voldaren, Epicure.
Very nice, and that's to replace the Equinox, right?
Yep.
Yes.
That replaces the Equinox. We got a foil Rural Recruits, pointless. But look what we got.
Halana and Elena.
Partner Commanders on one card now.
Very cool.
So legendary human rangers, you probably saw these guys in Commander Legends as partner commanders. This is first strike, reach. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X 1/1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Halana and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. My god, that and Xenagos together is insane.
Yeah, it's so good. So Xenagos buffs her, then she buffs something else. So good.
Wow.
So good. So ridiculous. And that's like one of those things as well. If you put both those cards into the Icewind Dale guy, who's like Hrothgar, I think his name is, from Forgotten Realms, now you're triggering them both twice. Just phenomenal. Oh, more spirit art. I love my spirits.
They knocked the art. They've knocked the art out of the park.
June Blue with the Sapphic rep. Hi, welcome June Blue, always.
Skull Scab, a Diver Scab. I like that their zombies are now under the ocean.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love it.
Falcon Wrath Celebrant, a Blood Petal Celebrant.
Oh, we were just talking about this girl.
Look, Red Riding Hood's a Planeswalker, everyone.
Everyone, officially a Planeswalker, straight from Eldraine into Innistrad. Strongest Planeswalker so far. She doesn't know it yet, that's why she's not in Planeswalker form.
So she just creates a wolf.
Well, that's kind of a Planeswalker activation if you think about it. It just costs mana.
Instead of loyalty counters.
Instead of loyalty counters.
And then on the back, they turn into Savage Packmate.
And you know what? What's they call? They're 5-drop, right?
Yeah.
So they're like a 5-drop.
No, they're 4-drop.
They're a 4-drop. Wow, that's actually a really good uncommon. So you could very easily have a 4-mana 5/5 trample that gives all your creatures +1/+0. Like, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, easily.
Her claws are another matter.
All right, we got a Path of Peril.
This is me going home on George Street after a long shift. Path of Peril.
Down through that abandoned area where the Hillsong Church is.
I was literally going to say, straight past the Hillsong Church, Path of Peril. So that's just the Nearman non-foil? Wonderful.
Yeah, so this has the new mechanic Cleave.
Cool,
which is
cool mechanic.
Essentially remove text on a card if you pay the alternate cost.
Correct.
So for 1 black, destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. But for 4 white, destroy all creatures.
Yeah,
Ignore
so cool. So I think, stop for a second. How do you feel about Cleave in the context of a card game, chat, and Dylan? How do you feel like Cleave in a concept of a card game? It's a really easy to understand mechanic, but I've had a lot of people talking to me and saying, this feels like there's an arena mechanic where you cleave it and then the axe comes down and cuts the physical text off and it makes much more sense. And it feels like people are saying that this is one of those, the current running narrative is that there's a lot of these arena mechanics. But for me, I think Cleave is elegant.
I think this is as elegant as they could have done it in the current template.
It's just kicker, Deckham says. Well, it's reverse kicker, isn't it? Kind of, right? It's like you get less words. Cleave is nice and easy to understand. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. So
I like it.
Sorry,
go
ahead,
this,
Dylan.
This
go
is
ahead,
probably
Dylan.
the most elegant way they could have done it in their current templating with the brackets.
Yep.
The only way it could have been more elegant is if it was like 2 text boxes separately, and then have a cleave cast it for this instead.
But then you've got that huge PSCT problem, right? Where you've got like a bunch of text on the same card.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bunch of the same text on the same card.
Sorry, yeah, that's even worse. Like having a bunch of redundant text, even worse.
Look at that. We got a Savior of Ollenbach in the foil.
That is that's a mythic, right?
Yep.
That's such a cool card. Tell us about it.
So it's a human soldier for 1 white. Yeah, I definitely will. It's a 1/2, which is okay. But it has training, which is the new mechanic of self-mentor, I think is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Essentially, everyone from Guilds of Ravnica in the Boros set have basically had self-help books. And now they are...
I like it. I've been telling people it's like evolve with extra steps.
Yeah, it's evolve with extra steps.
It's a combat evolve.
It's combat evolve.
Well, that would literally just be kicker, Deckham says. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the joke he's making.
So the training is whenever this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, put a 1/1 counter on this creature.
Yeah.
Rather than if it has the greater power, put it on another creature. You know, that was the mentor.
No, of course, sorry. Mentor is a 1-to-1. I think it's just reverse mentor. Like inside out
mentor. It's self-mentor basically.
But like when you look at it as a mechanic, like it's just if there's a bigger creature, I get a 1/1 counter. Just also translates to evolve very well. It's always like if like it's them both perfectly together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever Savior of Ollenbach trains, you exile up to 1 target creature card from the battlefield or creature card from a graveyard.
Oh.
When Savior of Ollenbach leaves the battlefield, put the exiled cards onto the battlefield under their owner's control. Yeah. So one thing that's really important here is it says you can exile a creature card, but if he ever dies or leaves the battlefield, that creature that you exiled from a graveyard comes back onto the board.
Yeah, so either, like, it could be a little bit of both, but he looks like one of these cards where he's either going to be removing your opponent's threats akin to kind of just like a Banisher Priest or an O-Ring. Yeah. And he actually keeps going and taking more and more stuff. Or he's just sun tightening out of your graveyards very, very slowly and then just pulling those cards out when he leaves the battlefield.
Yeah.
And it's not when he dies, so you can flicker him and get all your creatures back.
There's different uses for this. I really like it. It's a bit of flexibility that you don't really get in white.
Exactly. And if you flicker him, by the way, he goes right back down to a 1/2 and the training restarts. So it's pretty good. Yeah. It's pretty good.
And then we've got a list card for Cruel Celebrant, which I'll put aside. We'll put that in later.
To the side, yeah. I don't even know if that'll be there. But also, Savior of Ollenbach makes a really good Raynar, the Ever Watchful card, because it's banishing cards, like it's exiling cards. So it's a good card for that, and obviously it's recurring.
Now, you may notice we are getting these showcase lands in every pack. Every pack comes with one. What we're going to do at the end of the stream is collate these all together and put them all through as one hit.
Cruel Celebrant certainly matches the theme, Chili Philly. Absolutely, it does. Yeah, it truly does. So funny, so funny. So yeah, that's basically where we're at. Oh, such a cool set so far already. Just 2 packs in, I'm already super excited.
Griffin Cavalry.
Yeah, the Griff Knights are so cool. I love the Innistrad.
Ooh. It's a blood fountain.
Huh? That's nice. It's like a chocolate fountain. I like that.
It's a chocolate fondue, but with blood.
Yep. Delicate. Decadence.
Okay, Bordered Window. You have some thoughts on this. That was quite funny yesterday.
Yeah, I was just saying that, like, okay, so I will start with, so Border Window is creatures attacking you get -1, -0, and at the beginning of each end step, if you were dealt 4 or more damage this turn, exile it. So if you do take too much damage, it does go away, which happened to me in the pre-release. But if you open like 2 to 3 of those in like a limited format, I don't know, like that's very powerful in my opinion. I think that card's really cool for limited and draft. Like getting lots of them because they're uncommons too. Yeah. Very cool. I really like the idea of drafting it around the table. I don't know if it's one of those cards that will go very far, though.
There's that catapult fodder.
Oh, yep.
At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 more creatures with higher toughness than their power, transform it, and it becomes a 2/6 catapult captain that you can just fling.
Yeah, no, so it's target opponent loses life. So it's not any target. It's target opponent loses life. So it's a little bit better.
We've got a Dollhouse of Horrors.
Let's stop right now. This is the best card, in my opinion, in Crimson Vow. In my opinion, Dollhouse of Horrors is the best card I've seen in the set. Why don't you tell us what it does, Dylan?
It is a... sorry, I just got to put this away somewhere.
Yeah, take your time.
It's an artifact for 5 mana that 1 in a tap, exile a creature card from your graveyard. And then you create a token that's a copy of the exile card, except it's a 0/0 construct artifact in addition to its other types. And it has this creature gets +1/+1 for each construct you control. It gains haste until end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. My God. You just get the token copy.
Yep.
I think every Urza player is hunting for this.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so just... There's so much about this card that I really, really love. It doesn't get rid of the token. It's like you get to keep it.
It stays, yeah.
It stays. It's going to get a little buff as well where it gets those possible for every artifact you control. I think that there are those artifact decks that are going to use this, but I actually see it's going to be like more of a mainstay. It reminds me of... Mimic Vat. It kind of reminds me of Mimic Vat.
Yeah.
In the sense, like Mimic Vat was trying to be this like aristocratic kind of like card, but it ended up being almost auto-include in the early parts of Commander. And I think Dollhouse is going to prove to be one of these cards that has like a lot of play, and you're going to see it on the casual table. On the tables a lot.
I could probably see Dollhouse of Horrors going into my Gishath deck, just
see?
because dinos don't come back. So
Not to mention as well, it exiles a card from your graveyard, so you let Gishath die, you exile Gishath from your graveyard, put that into command zone,
yeah,
and then you
get a construct
copy of Gishath and then attack with it because it's got haste. Well, I mean, Gishath has haste, but it doesn't matter. Swing in. Oh, okay.
All right, so this is our first commander set card.
Well,
Doomweaver.
yeah. It's following the current trend where Doomweaver doesn't come in the structure decks.
No.
It's a
Wait, is this not in the structure decks?
No, it is a commander card exclusive to set boosters and collector boosters.
Oh, all the Soul Bond ones like that?
Yes, the Soul Bond. There's a Soul Bond cycle, and I think there are 2 extra cards or 1 extra card in this.
So Soul Bond's a classic. Is it from?
It's from the original Innistrad set.
Was it the original Innistrad?
Yeah.
yeah,
Arthur
then I
Restored
have
was
it,
full
yeah,
of it. Yeah.
I thought it was Theros.
No, I don't think there's any in Theros, dude.
As long as Doomweaver is paired with another... So Soulbound is basically when a creature enters the battlefield, if it has Soulbound or a Soulbound creature is on the battlefield that is not paired with another creature, you may pair it with the creature that's entering, and they become Soulbound.
Yeah.
As long as Doomweaver is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, when this creature dies, draw cards equal to its power.
Yeah. So it's one of these weird things where it's a 1/8 for 6, and you immediately go, well, that's not very good. But then you paired Doomweaver with something. Doomweaver then watches it die. You draw a bunch of cards. You play a new creature. Doomweaver now soulbonds to that new creature, and then when that new creature dies, you get even more cards, and it's more and more and more cards. So
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. Wedding Security, cool card, cool design.
Weaver of Blossoms, a really fun, really fun werewolf.
Yeah, it's cool. Just a Mana-Dork werewolf.
The
Really
Mana-Dork
cool.
werewolf.
It's one of these things that interests me because it's a Mana-Dork werewolf. So it implies that you want to be casting spells a lot because it generates mana to cast those spells, but then you don't because you don't want it to go back to a human. It's so funny.
All right, we got a Dream Shackle Geist.
That's a cool card.
1 blue, 3/1 flying creature spirit. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 tap target creature, or target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step.
I can't say I'm against this like putting to sleep kind of thing that these spirits are doing. I love the kind of concept of how these spirits like all of this set is just tap down, tap down, tap
I
down.
like the symmetry of this with that Vampire Knight. That vampire who had demon blood or whatever that I had in the pre-release as well, that mythic.
Oh, yep, that's right. Yeah, that's actually not bad.
That does something at the beginning of combat as well.
So every turn you could do it. Yeah, I also like the idea that that goes really well with the new partners from the next commander deck, the one that cares about being tapped, like the ones that care about tapping. So you play that in the deck as well. So good.
We've got a Whispering Wizard in foil, and we've got a Fact of Fiction for the list.
Nice, another list card. Actually, that Whispering Wizard, could we go back to that for a second? The one in foil?
Yes.
What does this thing actually do? So it's a 4-mana 3/2. It says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white spirit, and it triggers once each turn. And this is the thing. You want to really talk about a thing? This ability triggers only once each turn. Can you think of a card game, Dylan, that used to have cards that never said this ability activates once per turn, and now almost every card in the game says this ability activates once per turn? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! That is
really?
a renaissance period of Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in about 2005, where everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! Started saying once per turn, and then in about 2006 to 7 era, the hard once per turn started existing, and that was you may only activate the ability of insert card name once per turn. Is this another situation where eventually we see cards that say you can only activate this once per turn? It's interesting. It's cool.
I think they're just trying to slow down like the power creep in standard.
Well, that is exactly why Yu-Gi-Oh! Did it, right?
Or actually, no, stop that. It's not to slow down the power creep in standard. I feel it's the way to increase the power in standard without overpowering commander with triggers.
See, that's right. But I think with Yu-Gi-Oh!, because it was an eternal game, it was how do we make these decks better without making them like staples in every deck because they just go off like crazy amounts.
I dig the disturb into enchantments in this.
Yeah, disturbing. I love it because it's a creature that when it enchants you, it kind of enchants you with its kind of curse or something to do with it. It's always something to do with it. Go ahead.
This is Brian Comer. It's 1 white blue. Creature spirit, when it enters the battlefield or becomes the target of an aura spell, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying, and then you can disturb it which enchanted creature, whenever Brindbound Gift enters the battlefield, or enchanted creature becomes the target of an aura spell.
Yep, so it's kind of like her effect, but on that new creature. June Blue 58 in the chat, considering how powerful mana sinks can be in Eternal formats, yeah, it feels a lot like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Limiters. Yeah, that's it. That's a great word for them, limiters. And the thing is like, there's soft limiters, so once per turn this, and then there's hard limiters, where it's this card's name once per turn each. So now, I'm just saying, I foresee a situation maybe for Standard where like cards say you can only cast this spell with its name once per turn, and then it has like very cheap costs. Like maybe cards that are 0 costed, but say you can only activate one of these per turn. Seems weird.
We've got a Voldaren Estate.
Ooh, that's a cool card. Too bad it's the box topper, but still a very cool card. I'll put that down.
Yeah, the box top or in a Castle Dracula.
In Castle Dracula too, so how are you meant to compete with that?
And then just a foil hammer.
I mean, it's a $7.50 card, you know what I mean?
Blood!
Blood, blood.
Blood! You want to just move your camera down onto your token a little bit more, man?
Oh, yeah,
they
I
can
see
you
now.
doing it. Yeah.
Yep, I did not realize. Yeah, let's go. So I'm trying to get it so there's no glare. Beautiful, beautiful.
Dying to serve. Best
That's
zombies
a cool
ever.
zombie. That's a cool art. I love that so much.
No, the homunculus has scattered thoughts.
No,
That little librarian homunculus is doing his best.
not the little homunculus.
Chainsaw is now canon, by the way. Chainsaw is now canon on Innistrad.
Chainsaws. Ah, yes! Well, you know, there must be, right? Is that a yes by icing art? I could tell from a mile back, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's a yes by icing art. So good.
I
I like that Ancient Lumber Knot too. Just as like a Pauper Commander. The one right before the one you're on.
Oh, yeah.
The tree man.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with him in the previous.
Yeah, he's cool. I love looking through these. Like, my favorite thing about the limited environment and the draft environment is it gets me into Pauper Commander. It's like what are the cool uncommons in this set that I can turn to cool commanders and do some really interesting stuff with.
This is a really interesting card, particularly in limited.
Yep.
Weary Prisoner. It's a 2/6 defender for 4 mana that when it becomes night, 6/6 has to attack each turn if able.
Very good.
Which, like, you have a 6/6, you're going to attack every
You're gonna
turn.
attack every turn. But and it's also like you just dropped it for how much? 4 mana 6/6. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna just go in with it. It's just an aggressive piece. It's very cool.
And if you're going into Jund and you're getting that, what I put?
oh,
that
the
ancient
the
lumber
throw,
knight.
the yeah. I see.
Boom.
Yeah, that's really cool. Now all of a sudden it's just
Now suddenly it's a 6/6.
it's a 6/6. Now it's only blocking, but still it's super useful. Definitely. I actually found we're gonna get to it eventually. We'll see what. Oh, speaking of, tell us all about this character.
Henrikh Donnathi.
Now, Donnathi is a name that I don't recognize. So is that like a new name? Like that's like a new house?
I think so.
Henrikh Donnathi.
So this is a legendary creature vampire that has flying, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one that hasn't been chosen. And that's each player sacrifices a creature. You draw a card and you lose 1 life, or you can transform her, and she becomes Henrikh Infernal Seer, who has flying, death touch, lifelink, and then you can pay 1 black. Each creature you control with flying, death touch, and/or lifelink gets +1/+0 till end of turn.
I love the design space of Henrikh where she's drinking demon blood, and that's what makes her so powerful.
Yeah.
But it's like, how is she the only person? Like, can't there? You know what I mean?
She like found Grizzlebrand and she was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
drink that.
I could drink that. I could drink that.
She's a
Grizzlebrand,
fun
damn.
card.
That's a powerful card to be drinking from. Grizzlebrand. Like, this does taste banned in Commander. This does taste a bit, this does taste a bit strong for the casual format. The Donnathi, according to the recent lore, are all Infernalists. So the Donnathi are all drinking Demon's Blood. So she can't even. So she may not even be the most powerful one. There might be like an Edgar Markov-esque character for the Donnathi.
Crab.
That's interesting. Speaking of PJ's deck, woo, triple crab. Can't go wrong.
Paxong Pub,
Huge.
by the way, very huge in limited.
I love that card. Yeah, that's really good. See, this card's really interesting because Paxson Pup reminds me, we were talking about that Willowgeist, right?
Yeah.
And Willowgeist was a card that felt pretty good, but it needed those pieces around it. But this actually straight up just fully engages with itself. Like,
Yeah.
sure, you want to have another wolf or werewolf in order for it to get started up, but obviously that's already in your game plan. And you're not like, it doesn't feel like you're committing to stuff, right?
Yeah, if
like,
you're
I
in
don't-
green, you have wolves.
You have wolves. And I'm not like playing a white, like if I'm gaining life, I want my gain life triggers and I want my payoffs. And Willowgeist gives me that payoff. But Paxson Pup, it's like, my payoff is just like hitting you with my wolves. Like I already have a payoff for making wolves. Now I have another payoff, and this turns into a way to keep my game like stabilized.
Definitely a good uncommon. If you get that in limited, definitely have a look at it.
I will also mention though that there is a little bit of that like common and uncommon bounce back to the hand. There's at least 2 cards that do that. So I think there's 3. So do be aware that there are ways to get around it. It's not like you're going to earn 7 to 5 life, but Sometimes you will, and it's really good.
Biolume Egg.
Biolume Egg. It's
a serpent egg. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. When you sacrifice Biolume Egg, return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner control at the beginning of the next end step.
ETB scry 2. Wow, that's a piece of my Eligeth deck.
Biolume Serpent. It's a 4/4 with sacrifice 2 islands. It can't be blocked this turn.
Yeah, that's definitely like a limited card.
That's very big art for a very small power.
Yeah,
size.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. I'm like, ugh, 4/4.
Could have been 6/6.
Hopeful Initiate.
Hopeful Initiate, a human warlock with training. 2 and a white, remove 2/1/1 counters from among creatures you control, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Yeah, that's fine. It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's really quite good. I like it. I think that I think the idea that they could just destroy target artifact or enchantment at instant speed makes it very, very good.
Yeah.
Like I like the idea of playing that over and one of my extra disenchants in my Lathiel, the Bounteous Dawn deck, where I'm gaining a lot of life, putting a lot of counters on things, and just blowing up artifacts and enchantments.
Well, let's go with the really basic assessment here. It's a 1/2 for 1.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's it's a rare.
Like,
its stat line is definitely rare. And that one is what? That was just a normal non-foil.
That was just a non-foil.
Yep, thought so.
Sorry, that was just Hopeful Initiate non-foil.
Yep, correct. Got it.
Wow. What do we got? We got Groom's Finery. Oh, how nice.
Yeah. Oh, how nice.
How nice.
I like that a lot.
I like it. I like that for you. Courier Bats. Let's give the worst flying mammal more weight.
More weight. I like that a lot.
Look, there's a Hero's Downfall, Trent.
It's not an uncommon. I love that downshift now. The Hero's Downfall. So funny. King Gold Specials. Anything good so far, he asks? Well, we already got one of the Henrikh Donnathi. We've got the Dollhouse, which I consider to be the best card in the whole set. We've got
It's got a curse.
The mythic, the foil of the white mythic from the mythic line of the what's his name? He's the mentor guy. No, not mentor.
Savior of Ollenbach.
Savior of Ollenbach. So we got the training guy. Jesus, Trent. And what do we get there? Curse of
Hospitality. Enchant player. Creatures attacking enchanted player have trample. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to enchanted player, that player exiles the top card of their library until end of turn. That creature's controller may play that card, and they may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. That is...
Look, I love this card's theme. I love the idea that it's like, you put a curse on somebody, and it's like, you've cursed them now to be like open-armed and welcoming to everyone who wants to come at them. And then when anyone hits them, they drink from their resource. Like, they kind of drink their blood with like taking their stuff.
Your spell knowledge is mine.
Nah, Hero's Downfall is old. Yeah, it is old, but June Blue's saying it's strictly better because it's uncommon now. Like, it's in the uncommon slot now.
Target
and it destroys
Planeswalker. As well, creature.
Well, it would not. It'd be hard to justify as strictly better only if it said the same thing because it would be rare.
God, I love these zombie servants.
I love them. They are just really well drawn.
I like that. Hold up. This is Undead Butler. Now, you'd think he'd be serving people, but no, look around him. There are more zombie servants. This Undead Butler is giving the pre-service talk to all of the members of the service team.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
You just interrupted him.
We need to make sure that Olivia gets the water she wants. The bride gets whatever she wants.
We need those eggs out now, pronto. And is the cake ready?
And for the love of God, don't let them make love in the coat room.
For the love of God, change the napkins. Yeah, I was aiming at it also killing Planewalkers at the same cost. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. No, Hero's Downfall is very good.
I like the reprint of Syncopate.
It's just not good enough to be a rare, in my opinion. I think, like, yeah, rare removal should be a bit better. Rare Syncopate reprint, really nice.
I like the reprint, yeah.
It's nice art.
Bam!
Whoa, Bay! Now, I don't know much of the story for the new set, unfortunately. I haven't had a good chance to get through it. I've been very, very busy. But I find it very interesting that Chandra was invited. And I don't know why. Do you know it all, Dylan?
I don't know, I guess.
June Blue's a bit of a lore connoisseur. Maybe they'll be able to help us. Like, why Chandra was invited to Olivia's thing anyway. Spoilers, she wasn't. Ah, there you go. There you go. Well, she didn't exactly make herself unknown, you know what I mean? It's not like she's hiding. She's not trying to, you know. If anyone's at the event, that's Chandra. Like, like that, if you're like, where's Chandra? And you see like this woman walking around with fiery shoulders, you're probably like, yes, that's Katniss Everdeen, that's Chandra.
So, let's have a look through her ability. She's a 1 red planeswalker.
Very
with
cool.
3 loyalty. So already pretty good. Has a +1, add red. She deals damage to up to one target player or planeswalker. So whatever. A little
More about the adding the red is better.
Yeah. +1, exile the top card of your library. If it's red, you may cast it this turn.
Okay, that's cute.
That's pretty on brand.
That's on brand.
-7, exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may cast red spells from among them this turn. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a red spell, this emblem deals X damage to any target where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Now, isn't that just 2 of Chandra's previous alts on 1?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. You get the burn from Torch of Defiance, and you get the exile the top 5. Yeah,
That was that War of the
War of the
Spark?
Spark, I think. Yeah, exile top 5. So yeah, it's interesting. The art is very gorgeous. The
Oh, the
is
art's
beautiful.
great.
I will say though that what I really think. So June Blue saying she thinks that she's the best card in the set for 60 card constructed, and I don't necessarily agree, but I do think that ping she does on her +1 is so relevant into a Planeswalker kind of dominated meta. Like if the Planeswalker starts showing up, I think her pinging them for 1 every time is going to be untouchable. Like 3 mana and then they remove her, you're like, cool, okay, I just put another one down and start pinging you again, generating mana. She costs 2 mana when you play her. I think that's just gorgeous. So that's Cemetery. Speaking of the lines.
I don't know if it will make it into a red deck win standard deck. It might, as like maybe a 1 or a 2 of.
Well, we'll see. I think I don't know if Red Deck Wins is in the format right now, but I think that I just think she's a good answer piece. Like Kai is very, very good. I think she's good in RDW. Yeah, very, very good, very good. So
Cemetery Protector, 2 and 2 white for a human soldier that is a 3/4 with flash. When it enters the battlefield, exile a card from a graveyard. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, if it shares a card type with the exiled card, create a 1/1 white human creature token.
It's cool. I wish it said if it shared a card with Cemetery, like exiled with Cemetery Protector, as opposed to a card type with the exiled card, because the moment you flicker her to try and get a new type of card, you lose that first type of card. So it's one of these things where I think this card could have had one last little
tweak, right? Yeah.
Little tweak, and then it's kind of close.
And now
to
it's
the same.
mythic level.
Well, at least now it's closer to the other line of those mythics, and then it is at that mythic level. So.
Oh man, splendid reclamation art. Yes, please.
I got a foil one recently, pulled a foil one our staff pre-release, and oh my goodness gracious, how gorgeous is that artwork? Yeah, I agree, June Blue. So June Blue says, Red Deck Wins would need a lot to get a place in Standard, which I agree. But in Modern, I can see her finding a place in the ever-popular burn decks, or be on attack too. Very pretty. Yeah, very, very pretty. I really do agree that she's going to find a place. Oh, and we get one! How splendid. Now, give me 1 second. It's Protector, because the Cemetery one did not come up. So I'm going to have a look if she's in the system. Yep, she is. So what did I go wrong? I see. I just spelled Cemetery wrong. So she was non-foil, and she's there now. All done.
Yep. And then we got Splendid Wreck.
How cool is that? Very ghouly.
There's a lot of self-mill in this set.
There is.
That definitely Splendid Reclamation is helpful for. Coincidentally, a lot of that self-mills in green and black.
Do you know that for the first time, there was a card reprint in the set that hasn't been in Standard in 2 years?
Really?
Yep.
Is it that wolf?
It's Mulch.
Oh.
Mulch hasn't been in Standard for 2 years, and Mulch is 2 mana sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, every land in your hand, and the rest in your graveyard. And you just, it's just amazing. Mulch is so good. And then you're going to get, hoping you get a Cemetery Illuminator. Yes, Kian, I'm hoping so too. Wow, that's such good art.
Celebration.
Yeah, Mulch is amazing. It's just so good. And you're gonna draw too many cards sometimes. You can also discard a bunch of dead lands because you get too many. It's so good.
If anyone's what happened to Sigarda, there you go.
Sigarda's imprisonment. So I don't really understand. Oh, God, I really got to read this story because I don't know why they also took Sigarda either. I guess they wanted to drink angel blood on the call of their vow, right on the top of it, but I'm not quite sure. I can tell her blood is being siphoned in some way, right?
Yeah.
We know that much.
They're drinking the blood to do their vows.
Oh, that's the story part that was released today. So we only just found out about that. All right, Drew, no spoilers because I'm going to read that straight after this video.
Look, it's the maze from the Shinin that you
from the Shinin. You got the Shinin Skulking Killer. Yeah, it's very shining. It's very shining. I love it. I love that art so much.
Grace. Binding Geist.
That was my mainstay of the format. Alpac Piper. Binding Geist, I think, was so good in draft in limited. Sorry, it was so good.
Howpack Piper / Elvish Piper.
Well, / conditioned Piper.
Yeah.
Oh, it can't be counted. Oh my goodness gracious.
This
So
can't be
strong.
counted. 1 and a green, tap. You may put a creature card from your hand on the battlefield. If it's a wolf or a werewolf, untap the Howlpack Piper.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of feel that's better than Elvish Piper because
Well,
it's anything, and then you get the benefit if it matches the tribe.
But I don't. Is Elvish Piper sorcery speed, and also Elvish Piper I know is 1 mana, so it's only 1 mana to tap Elvish Piper. So that's the big difference. But I think Elvish Piper can be counted, so that's a bit different. So it's hard to justify this card. This card's really good. Sorry, it's hard to evaluate. I mean, say
Yeah.
Justify easy, evaluate hard.
Wild Song Howler on the back. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Wild Song Howler, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
You know what? Okay. You know what I really like about this card?
I like it.
It's a good mutate card.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a good mutate card, in my opinion. I think that's a really good mutate card because you can own a fun fact if you don't know, mutate can be on a human. It can only target a non-human. So you can flip back to the human side and still be mutated on. It's just you are going to want to flip back. And then they basically got this mutate creature that's also now, because very often you don't cast spells in mutate in certain turns, you're very often flipping back over to get those into more mutate pieces. And he has the advantage of being able to play wells without casting it, which is very big, yeah, obviously. And also, like obviously just skipping the mana cost and then skipping to be able to go to night as well, yeah. Oh, that's a good point too, Kian. So Kian's also mentioning that because he does play from the hand, you don't have to cast those spells. So you can easily, Vampire Wedding Planner, yeah, you keep reading that. So you can drop vampires from your hand and they're not count as cast, so you didn't cast these spells for going to night. So if you're really in the, I don't know, for me it's like, I see it as, if you have the mana to cast 2 werewolves, right? Because they're not that cheap anyway. Most of the time, this guy's just going to make that cheaper. Like it's valuable, obviously, that you get to stay in night, but it's way more valuable that you get to get that basically for free. That's what I'm really excited by. That's what really gets my gears grinding.
Oh, I was like, this thing's missing something. It's on the back.
Oh my god. Well, when you're done there, you should let us know what you're looking at while I do some more.
These are one of these little like mini game cards that they have in here. This one is called Vampire Wedding Planner, where you compete to be the best wedding planner for the bride, Olivia Valdarin, by matching cards to her chosen theme. So you get 2 players, or as many players as you want, but 2 or more, and then a pack each, I believe. So each player opens a booster and sets aside all cards without magic card backs. Then each player randomly selects a non-land, non-colorless magic card from their own hand, without revealing it to the rest of the players. Then you shuffle all the remaining cards together and place the stack face down in the center. Each player's selected card is the wedding theme. And you may secretly look at your own card each time. Each player is dealt 4 cards, then turn over the top card of the stack to create a discard pile. Players take turns drawing and discarding cards, trying to create a hand with the highest point value. Players may draw the top card of the deck or pick up any card from the discard pile. If a card is taken from the discard pile, they must take every card discarded on top of that card. Whenever a player picks up 1 or more cards, they must discard 1 card. You get points for each card in your hand that matches your theme card's color or mana value. You get 1 point for each artifact or foil card, because Olivia likes shiny things.
She does love shiny things. I know that actually personally, that Olivia loves shiny things.
1 point for a land, maximum of 1, the location of the wedding. Neg 1 point for any card that does not count to one of the above. Cards can count for multiple points if they meet multiple criteria. Play ends when each player has taken 4 turns. All right, whatever.
It's interesting though. It's cool they're doing this little thing. Giving people some more options, I think is really cool.
Buy more stuff, kid.
Yeah, buy more of our product. Hee hee. We made a game for you. Isn't it your job to make games for us? Hee hee.
Traveling, what was that? Traveling Minister.
Oh, that's a really nice card. That's a really nice art. God, you gotta say, there's nothing you cannot. I cannot find a single card in the set where I'm like, nah, that looks dumb. Every card in the set I love. Oh, you know what?
Well...
maybe I was gonna say maybe the Fangs variant of the Deadly Dancer, I think it is, or whatever it's called. Oh, I can't remember his name. I think it's called Deadly Dancer.
The Alluring guy.
Alluring guy, yeah. His art is a bit funky.
I love this one. Grandma Knit, Grandma Protect.
So also while we're talking about Grandma Protect, I've also got my card here, myself as a mage, drawn up with Chili Philly. It's very sweet. Yeah, it is very sweet. It is very sweet. For
Ascendant sure. Pack Leader. It's a wolf that is a 2/1 for 1.
Oh, this is a powerful piece.
It enters the battlefield with 1/1 counter on it if you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on it.
That card seems to me to be very, very powerful. That seems very, very powerful to me.
And then a Flourishing Hunter. Oh, look, a treacherous werewolf. I love this card.
A minion wolf. What does that do? Let's see. The other people may have never seen that card before.
Well, it's from, what's that, Legions? No.
Yeah, so it's threshold flip. It's a threshold transform condition, right?
You have threshold as long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. Treacherous Werewolf gets +2/+2 and has when Treacherous Werewolf is put into a graveyard from play, you lose 4 life. This is before transform.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it is like transform though, right? Because like when you have 7 more cards in your graveyard, it goes up.
It changes something.
It becomes the bigger like werewolf. Yeah, it's from Judgment. Absolutely, Dream Blue. So the classic. So it it's just like that's like an old classic. What you would consider like the old kind of transform conditions. Oh yeah, the carriage, the vehicle. That's the trample 5/5. Oh no! We've lost it. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh no, you're seeing behind the scenes now.
No, there's a man there. There's wonderful.
All right, I love the new Doom Descent art.
It's so nice. I like it too. I like it in the background. You can see. I think it might be. What's her name? The one that died. Not Kyla. Carrot. What's her goddamn name? What's the white? What's the Catilda? It's Catilda in the background. She's like, "Get out of here! You don't belong in the coven." And he's a Doom Descending.
That actually looks like he's part of the church, though.
Whoa. Oh, okay, maybe. Well, I mean, maybe they just have it
some
like
Thraben guy's like, you did not take the blood.
Oh, that could be. That could be right. 100%.
You are not good enough for us. Oh, Mirage Phalanx.
Hey, there's another Soulbound. So what does this one do?
This one is, as long as it's paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature, except it has haste and loses Soulbound, exile at the end of combat.
All done. Very nice, very nice.
That's pretty fun. Celebrant. Oh, it's a mischievous cat, guys.
It's so cute.
Kitty! Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Disturb. I'm going to assume that its Disturb enchantment is Curiosity.
Combat damage, though.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Oh, it's called Cat-like Curiosity!
Oh my god!
It's called Cat-like Curiosity. That's so good. That's so cute.
Mirror Hall Mimic.
Oh, and I guess the Curiosity is what killed it in the first place.
And
I assume.
Something brought it back. Whatever. Mirror Hall Mimic. You may have Mirror Hall Mimic enters the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types. And it has a Disturb. Ghastly Mimicry, enchant creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of enchanted creature, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types. Yeah, that's cool.
That's really good. It's really good.
And then we got a foil Restless Bloodseeker.
Wait, can you go back to that card just for a second? And let's see the front. Yeah, the front end. It says, yeah, so that's, okay, that's cool. So at least this is like, the Disturb variant is a kind of variant on how it makes clones, but it's not identical. It's not like, oh, you clone something and then that card becomes a copy of something else. Like, no. You start to make clones of that card, which I think is really cool.
This guy is the clone. Or you can enchant and now it makes spirity clones.
It makes more Mirror Hall mimics, which I think is really good. And that kind of falls in that whole Mirror Hall dynamic again, where it's a Mirror Hall of mimics. So really cool.
Markov Purifier. Oh, that's
nice.
Creepy.
That's nice though. I like that. I like that Blood Mist, which is not like a. Anyway. The Abrade reprint we've all been asking for.
Yeah.
Abrade's back.
It's actually really cool.
It's a nice art. It's a really nice art. On the bird in the background.
Graph Reaver.
Whoa, Graph Reaver. Another. Oh, speaking of keywords coming back.
Exploit is back. When an ETB's sacrifice creature, do something.
Yeah, it's funny because when I think like Bolus's Disciple of Bolus, I think about Exploit.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this card has Exploit, but it's not Exploit.
Yeah. Exploit.
Yeah, that's Exploit.
When it exploits, draw cards equal to it.
The creature, yeah, the equal power of the creature it exploited. Very good, very good.
Oh, it's Soren. Oh,
nice.
it's Sexy Soren.
Sexy Soren. So just Soren then, right?
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies. Look at him go. He's so broody. Isn't he always so broody?
Well, he is. There is less mirth.
No, I guess he is. Yeah, he is.
He's called Soren the Mirthless.
Yeah.
I do not want to come back for Father's wedding. Father, this is your third marriage.
This is your third marriage.
What makes you think it'll work this time?
I
just really think she's great, you know?
I've never used mirth in a sentence, so I just had to quickly define that word for myself. That's very funny. That is very funny.
Grolnok the Omnivore.
Tell us all about
over Gitrog.
Yeah, okay. Cute though.
2 green-blue for a 3/3 legendary frog. Whenever a frog you control attacks, mill 3 cards. Whenever a permanent card is put into your graveyard from your library, exile it with a croak counter on it. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards you own in exile with croak counters on it. It's fucking dumb.
It's a bit of a dumb card. Like, I think it's cool. I think more often than not, it just says whenever Grolnok attacks, you mill 3 cards because you're not going to really play many other frogs. Like, it's not a thing you can actually get away with.
You know what I will do? I'll gladly do this. I'll run a commander challenge table one night. That is, every legendary creature has partner, and then I'll just get someone to run
Sultai Grolnok. I like that a lot. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, I like the partner with the challenge table, man. I think it's really cool. There's some cool partners out there. I'll never forget the Hardcast episode with
with Pashalik Mons
and Taste the Karlov. Oh my god, dude. I'll never forget that. That was
dude, my
awesome
Golgari
game.
Rocky deck was going
That
so
went
well.
off. It was going off, dude. It was doing so well. And even the what's his name? Brutaclad deck that Avian was playing was running, really solid too. So cool decks. Whoa! I love spirits. I love the guys. I just cannot. Sorin is always pretty mirthless though. Yeah, it's true. I love the spirits of Innistrad. I think they are the coolest designed spirits of any plane.
Welcoming vampire. Welcome to my home. Flying, whenever one or more other creatures with power 2 or less enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Oh, so it's like Mentor of the Meek that you don't have to pay for.
Anything for it, but it's only once.
But it only happens once.
It's not bad though. I think it's good.
It would have been funnier if they put a thing on,
right?
Yeah. It would have been funnier if they put on there like, oh, pay 1 to ignore this once per turn.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. Yeah, that'd be better. I like that too. Like once per turn, this
reprint Mentor of the Meek, you cowards.
See, June Blue and I are onto it. June Blue says there's that once per turn thing again. Yeah, it's a thing that's happening a lot. There is a pattern. There is a pattern.
What is this, like John Woo the Geist?
So what token am I, Chili Philly? If you're still in the chat, Chili Philly, let me write down some stuff on this token piece, and then I'll hand it over to you when you pick up your order. But without that, it'd be like draw your deck paired with certain combos. That might be true, June Blue, but at the same time, there's a lot of draw your deck combos.
We have a Howling Moon.
Howling Moon, you say? Oh, woo.
2 and of green enchantment. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target wolf or werewolf you control gets +2/+2. When an opponent casts their second spell each turn, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token.
Yeah, I think this card's really good.
So whenever they would put night into day.
Yep. Jubilee says, oh, I know. That's why I figure WotC is printing cards with this restriction more and more. And I think that that's right. I do think that there is a layer of like, well, if every card just goes off because most cards go off, won't the game just become all about going off? And I do agree that there's like, oh, you should put a spin on that. And I don't mind that they're plugging it with these hard ones, like these soft ones per turns. That's fine.
Why don't you just go off about it?
Why don't you just go off, mate? Why don't you just go off? But I just don't want them to hard plug it for any reason. That kind of makes sense, guys. Like the soft plugging is fine. Right now, these cards are perfectly fine, but it's just, let's think a little bit long term. I just don't want to see them hard plug cards.
Sigarda's imprisonment art.
So nice. Like I think Magic was the nuance is that Magic's mana cost, like design, intrinsically artificially slows the game down enough that I don't think the once per turn stuff is that necessary. Like how late in the game are you going to be?
Classic Wayne Reynolds art.
That's like Wayne Reynolds staple, mate.
Oh
That's
my god.
Nice. Gosh,
what
Wayne
am I playing,
Reynolds.
Pathfinder?
Right. Wayne Reynolds is one of those people. Like him and Jesper Icing are probably like the two real like high fantasy wonderful stuff.
Piper and PJ's waifu.
Yeah, Gluttonous Guest. I think Gluttonous Guest is kind of everyone's waifu. She's definitely got that
hey,
massive
we got a land.
appeal. Wow, the Stormcarved Coast. Now these are my such good lands to be printed. Like we haven't even seen lands this good in a long time.
Enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Are these the slow dance lands?
Yes, essentially they're the slow dance lands. We like to call them.
When were they printed? Because there were slow dance lands recently, wasn't there?
Yeah, in the last set. These are the last.
Okay.
The other five cycles.
Okay.
Sorry, Dylan. I just got a message from the partner. But yeah, so they're the other 5. They're the other 5 from that same cycle, which is really cool. I love that. Can we keep doing this? Good cycle of lands, 2-set block, release the entire block of lands. That way we don't have to wait like a year before the second set of lands come out. Lol, that copy token is wild. Yeah, actually, can we get that back on the screen? Sorry, Dylan. Decca makes a good point. I did notice it. I want to see what it... Oh, that's so cool. So basically, it's the mirror hole mimic. That's what that is.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Who's the
who
requires
see,
eyes?
Who can you see, bro?
Oh no, I'm not gonna. Yeah, it looks so good. Looks so good.
Apologies to anyone that has like, was it tryptophobia or whatever?
Yeah, tryptophobia. Well, that's holes, but same thing. It's still got that holes. Like
aren't eyes just holes, man?
Well, eyes are just holes. If you look at someone's pupil, you'll realize that it indents far more.
They're just holes into your soul, bro.
Bro, they're just holes straight into the soul.
All right, we got a Dorithia Vengeful Victim. Legendary Spirit with flying. When it attacks or blocks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. It is a 4/4 for 2.
I think that's a really, 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 really cool standard deck. The Dorothea decks.
I like that.
Very cool.
And then it has Disturb. And it becomes Dorothea's Retribution. Enchant creature has, whenever this creature attacks, create a 4/4 white spirit creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice that token at the end of combat. So, do you... No. I was going to say, do you play Dorothea and then put it on Dorothea?
Probably not, no.
Probably not.
You put it onto, so there's a really cool, we haven't seen many of it, any Cemetery Illuminators, not just yet, Kian. Trust me, I'll let you know when it's there. You'll hear it from outside the headphones, trust me. But I like it on, there's a 2-mana 3/3 defender that says when you play an enchantment, it can attack the turn, as though it didn't. So it's good to have that Disturb deck. Because I played 2 of those in the, put it on Geist of St. Draft. Oh yeah!
Why
yeah,
bother
really
with the Kerchief when you're just showing Nip?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's all about keeping clean, man. Like, if you have a shirt on or you don't,
They've got the
either way.
Kerchief purely just to wipe the blood off the side of their face.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's literally all it's for. Like, what?
Oh no, I spilled it on my boobie. I
Oh,
will
my
clean that up with
man.
my kerchief now.
Not my man pack. I got blood on my man pack.
Just like Terry Crews it and just like ripples his peg.
Ripples his pecs. No, really, they should just waterproof their pecs so the blood just runs off.
Hive Heart Shaman. It's a human shaman for 3 and a green. For 3/5. Whenever it attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card that doesn't share a land type with a land you control. Put that card on the battlefield and shuffle.
You know Hive Heart Shaman, right? You know how when when you work at Subway and they tell you that you're like a sandwich artist? Well, a Hive Heart Shaman just sounds like that, but like a bug trainer. It just sounds like what you could call
He's a
yourself.
Subway sandwich artist that works at a Pokemon bug gym.
Well, it's what you put in your resume. You worked as a bug trainer, right? No, I was a Hive Heart Shaman. Excuse me.
Can you explain these 3 years missing in your resume? I was a Hive Heart Shaman. 5 and a green, create a 1/1 green insect creature token, put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control.
Oh, it's kind of it's like a scoos. That's kind of cute. I think that's kind of scoosy. That's cute.
Foil Scatter Thoughts.
Yeah, sorry,
Frost.
Scoot Mob, not scoos. Scoot Mob.
Frost Titan.
Only the best of the cycle.
I'm so excited.
Did you just pull a mythic list card? That's so extra.
Oh my god, that's
almost
as good as pulling that Cloister Gargoyle.
Yeah. Nice, the original Ward card. Yeah, exactly. That card had Ward before Ward was cool.
Oh my god, Sorin the Mirthless art again, but even less mirthy.
Well, yeah, wow, that actually... Okay, that art...
Yeah, all right, Edward Cullen.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's
it's Geralt of Rivia meets Edward Cullen.
It's very... Yeah, that's very, like, real for me. That looks like What We Do in the Shadows. That looks very, like, I don't know.
Actually, yeah, what the Secret Lair, What We Do in the Shadows, please?
Please? Today? Question mark. You want us to buy Secret Lairs? Make them good, please. Question mark. Actually, no, I won't lie. I did really like the metal covers. They were really cool.
What are we?
Damnation.
We're werewolves, not swearwolves. And
That's
it's
exactly
just Torvald.
Yes, that's so good.
Voice of the Blessed. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 4 or more 1/1 counters on it, it has Flying and Vigilance. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 10 or more 1/1 counters on it, it has Indestructible. Oh, it's easier level up.
That's it. It's easier level
I
up.
like it. I actually like that. It's not bad.
It's good. It's good. I'm already playing one of those.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Put that guy to the side for me.
The Voice of the Blessed.
No. The Skull Scab.
The Foil Skull Scab.
Yeah, put the Foil Skull Scab aside. I'm gonna get that one for Piper's Will Help deck. Okay, here's another thing I want to talk about. Chat. Put a Chinese primate somewhat to shame. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Okay, here's my thing, right, guys. So in chat, if you're active in chat right now, how do you feel about the commander decks released next to the sets? I want to tell you something. It is my opinion. Siren Song, welcome to the chat, Siren Song. So it is my opinion, okay, that if you were to purchase any of the Innistrad commander decks, you could make a fairly competitive deck. Not CDH, not even like the highest of tuned, just a relevant commander deck that you could play very consistently and win games with quite consistently, like fairly reasonably, if you were to buy nothing but the Will Help deck and zombies from the 2 Innistrad sets. If you want to do the same with spirits, you would have the opportunity. Now, is it a good thing that this self-inclusive environment of Innistrad can support these really powerful decks and these really awesome playstyles? Or does that take away from the point of Commander, which you could argue is to find cards from all over Magic's history to use? So the green-white deck is the odd one out. I think it's pretty lousy. But it's lousy in design, but if you were to add cards to it from just Innistrad, you would still upgrade it like tremendously, correct? How do you agree with that, chat? Like, it's up to, like, that's why I'm opening the dialogue. Whoa!
All right. So first of all, in the last pack, I got a Glorious Sunrise
First of all, nice.
with Teferi and
Is that a Rhonda card? Is that like a car insurance ad? That card right there?
Glorious Sunrise.
Like you're hot. You're looking hot today, Rhonda, like a sunrise.
Arlen Cord and Teferi. Is that the sun coming up over the I don't know, the thing?
Sorry, your computer just popped up from AVG. Your internet service provider may be keeping a record of your browsing and search history. That's only one of the privacy issues we found. There are 3 more. It's like, no, I know that, guys.
It's not an issue.
It's not an issue. That's literally how it works. Like, yes, okay, I'm sorry for not buying NordVPN. Can you stop saying it at the start of your videos? Like, like Jesus Christ.
All right, so yeah, we've got an extended art Storm Carved Coast.
Storm Carved Coast. I love this card. And this is a really nice art too.
So that takes our total land count to 2 of the same land.
Surfshark VPN. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, guys. So I meant Surfshark. Why don't you
we have an Alchemist Gambit as well.
That's a cool card. Tell us about Alchemist Gambit.
It's 1 red. Take an extra turn after this one. During that turn, damage can't be prevented. At the beginning of the turn's end step, you lose the game. Exile Alchemist Gambit. Or you can pay 4 blue, and ignore the at the beginning of the that turn's end step, you lose the game.
Yeah, so it's like a really cool card. I don't like that its cleave has blue in it because I don't care about like I don't care about bad extra turn cards in my Narset extra turns deck. I'll just play the good ones. Like, this is not a bad card, sorry, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just worse than what you have access to when you're playing an extra turns deck. Is that oh, that's Edgar. I was like, the last Sorin art we just got, but no, look at him.
Look at those eyes.
God, Edgar is so cool.
Charmed Groom.
Charmed Groom.
Edgar Markov, charmed, to be sure.
Jubilee says, I'm concerned about how that card will play with the existing UR turn decks in Standard. Oh, in Standard? Yeah, this card's very impactful. I think it's very powerful.
We got a Timothar, Baron of Bats from the Commander deck.
Ooh, yeah, that one I think comes like in the normal decks though. That's like one of the other commanders, which is really very cool, very cool. So Timothar.
Yep.
Can we just say that's the dumbest name ever? Timothar?
It's Timothy.
Yeah.
No, it's Timothar.
Yeah, like literally, that reminds me of the Rick and Morty episode where they find out about Beth's like younger friend who she like locks in her like candy world.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of that where it's like Timothy gets locked in there and he becomes, no, they call me Timothar now. I am the Baron of Bats.
Whenever another non-token vampire you control dies, you may pay 1 and exile it. If you do, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. It gains when this creature deals combat damage to a player. Sacrifice it and return the exiled card to the battlefield tapped.
Timothar and Strafan, just 2 normal men just chilling, not vampires, I swear. Yeah, no, Timothar, very cool.
Binding, guys.
He's a good card. Whoa, Headless Rider.
Is he really headless when he has 5 heads encircling his body?
Right. What the hell is this card? What?
Whenever it or another non-token zombie you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie.
That's so stupid. Are you kidding? Oh yeah, put that in a sleeve, Dylan.
Yeah.
I can promise you that card's dumb. He's head free, not headless. Even though his card does say headless Siren Song. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
If anything, he creates plenty of heads.
If anything, he has plenty of head. I doubt it.
Lots of head.
Head free is when you don't want a head. Oh.
It's like carefree, but with a head.
Headless is when you can't have a head. So he doesn't want a head, but he has 5. It's like the Sabrina the Teenage Witch with all the pancakes. No! I can't eat this much. I can't have this many heads. I can't brain this much. That's 10 eyes. No one man should have all that.
Old Rutstein.
Oh, this card. Talking of a marathon of text.
When it enters the battlefield or at the beginning of your upkeep, first of all, when it enters the battlefield or at the beginning of your upkeep.
So that is the best condition in the game, I think.
that is the dumbest condition in the game. It should be
going to keep happening.
Enter the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, not or, because now it sounds like, which one do I pick? Anyway.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Mill a card. If a land card is milled this way, create a treasure token. If a creature card is milled this way, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If a non-creature, non-land card is milled this way, create a blood token. The blood token shit. But this card is, I think, 99 in a Marin deck.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good commander. Hang on, so June Blue, they put in some abbreviation. I've got to translate this. I assume this means, in Limited, I think he's pretty good. I'm going to guess it says in the LRR, so the Loading Ready Run pre-release.
Yep.
He generated a fair bit of value each time he was played. I think he's a good card. I think he's really good, people. He's 3 mana. He puts bodies on the board. He does it passively. He does it reactively when he ETPs. He's a good card. Don't.
Right up until your opponent plays 2 bordered windows or whatever.
Yeah, look, that's pretty good. He doesn't do much.
I got a Catilda Dawnheart Martyr. Catilda's dead.
I was going to actually say that's a great. Oh, we knew that from last set, but that's great actually in the sense of back to the last card with the board. That's what I mentioned as well with the boarding up the walls. That card making it -1 power means that your opponent, if they have a bunch of 2 power, 1 power creatures, they just cannot get to that 4 damage to remove it. Like you can actually just like take away all their options to remove it, except for obviously just artifact removal, like that 1/1, the 1 mana 1/2, like he can remove it, but. What's this skill do?
So, this is a legendary creature spirit warlock with flying lifelink protection from vampires, and it has power and toughness that are equal to the number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments.
That's fine. And what's the disturb?
And the disturb is Catilda's Rising Dawn. Enchanted creature has flying lifelink and protection from vampire, and it gets +X/+X, where X is the number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments.
Yeah, that was just like, her effect right there. Very cool.
Pretty good.
And is that the Celestis in the background on the other side?
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Who is that in the card art then? Who is she buffing up?
I think that is Catilda.
That can't be, right?
It's a witch of some sort.
Yeah, it's somebody else. It might be one of the characters from the story. It could be a story.
It does say
spotlight
story spotlight.
Yeah,
so.
that makes sense. There you go. That makes sense.
Well, there's your problem.
There's your problem. It's in the story. Jubilee says story hasn't quite got there yet.
Ooh.
Siren Song is asking a question in the chat. Who is everyone's favorite commander from the new set? I personally really like that Runo Stromkirk fellow. Well, Siren Song, you pulled the name straight out of my mouth. Runo Stromkirk for me is also my favorite new commander.
Do you want?
He's awesome.
Do you want Edgar Markov or do you want Dracula Blood Immortal?
Oh, that's a card. That's very
a
nice.
card right there. I'm putting that over there.
Yeah, that's for you. Definitely take that one. Take that one.
That's mine.
That's mine.
Bear.
Cradle of Safety, pretty good. Flash gives Hexproof for a turn, then a 1/1 Anthem after. Not bad. Especially when it makes you a 3/3 into a 4/4. It can now. It's pretty good. You can attack for the turn.
Sorin!
Whoa! What a pack! What a pack!
We got Sorin the Mirthless. It's 2 black. It comes in with 4 loyalty counters. +1, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card or put it into your hand. If you do, you lose life equal to its mana value. So what's that? Something profit, isn't it?
Say again, sorry?
Look at the top card of your library. If you reveal that
Bob.
card.
Right? It's Bob. It's I don't know the card to think of.
Yeah. It's usually on your upkeep stuff. But
yeah. It's Bob. Like it's Dark Confidant. Thank you,
That's
Blue.
it. Dark Confidant.
Dark Confidant. It's Bob.
-2, create a 2/3 black vampire creature token with flying and lifelink. -7, Sorin the Mirthless deals 13 damage to any target. You gain 13 life.
Yeah, very cool. I like that last one. I like the last one a lot.
And we got foil.
Can I just add that Sorin the Mirthless has that like face? He then has a Showcase Fang theme. He then has his Borderless, and then he has the Count Dracula, and they're all completely different artworks, which is crazy. And who's the foil?
Inspired Idea. It's a foil. It has Geralt. Stitching is an ever-revolving field, with each new advancement reaching a new height of horror. It's draw 3 cards. Your maximum hand size is reduced by 3 for the rest of the game, unless you cleave for 3 blue, and then you lose the maximum hand size restriction.
And it's just a crappy draw 3. It's just a crappy harmonize. If you pay the cleave cost, it's crappy harmonize. It's one of those things, right? We give you the opportunity to cleave it, so you don't have any negatives, and then it's a bad card. Or you play it for 2 and a blue, and it's a dangerous card, but it's good. You know what I mean? It's like, here's a not dangerous bad card, or a dangerous good card, which I like that kind of design.
Is the card summoned to be attacked? Or is this her breaking out and being like, I'm going to kill y'all?
I'm going to kill y'all. I think that's what it is.
Sporeback Wolf.
So I'll leave the token until I get to chat with Chili Philly again, and we'll put some stuff down for him.
Patchwork Crawler. A zombie horror. A 1/2 for 2. That is 2 and a blue. Exile target creature card from your graveyard and put a 1/1 counter on it. It has all activated abilities. All activated abilities of all creatures exiled with it.
Whoa, that's not bad.
That's
not bad at all. That's called what again?
Patchwork Crawler.
Crawler, that's what.
That definitely goes into the Will Help deck.
Definitely. Oof, if there's one
look,
glow up,
it's
for
key.
sure it's
It's a really fun game. It's called Strictly Better.
Okay.
3 to 6 players with 3 to 6 packs. Some cards are strong in standard, others shine in draft. But which card looks the tastiest? Take turns being the judge and decide which Magic card is the best of the best in each wacky category.
That's interesting.
The wacky categories are slimiest, first pick in draft, grossest, cutest, biggest appetite, most goth, most romantic, worst breath, most in need of a hug.
Most in need of a hug, right there.
Uh,
What? You don't think the spirit that like controls everyone's minds is in the most need of a hug?
it can make people.
Is there one that says in most need of a head? So headless rider counts.
I mean, it would be worst at directions.
There. No, he's got looking in every direction, even the best of directions.
No, he has no head.
No, he's got 5 heads, right?
You can't see anything, dude.
Oh, they're other people's heads, are they?
Yeah, they're not these.
Far out. I love how all the Fang artworks ask the question, but what if this vampire was really hot? It's true, it really is. It really is. What if this was a aesthetically pleasing vampire, or as we call them, the APVs? I will say that the Fang prints are all very modern. Like, they're very modernistic design. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them, but I definitely don't.
Hullbreaker Horror.
Oh, Hullbreaker. I almost got triggered by Hullbreaker.
It's a Kraken Horror with Flash. It's 5 and a blue for a 7/8. Whenever you cast a spell, this spell can't be counted, and whenever you cast a spell, choose up to 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand, or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
This card's actually intense. That card's actually intense. I'm definitely gonna be playing that card 110%.
It's definitely on camp.
Yeah.
Because it's intense.
Yeah, it's Bandcamp. It's really cool. It's really cool.
And then we've got a Deathcap Glade in foil extended art. It enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. It's a green-black.
I think it's sad that Deathcap kind of got its one reference in this card, in the sense that like the Deathcap was like all over Shadows of Innistrad, and like with like Gitrog and the Deathcap Cultivate and stuff like that. It basically makes any spell you cast into an unsubstantiate as well. Yeah, absolutely. I think that card's ridiculous. It reminds me a lot of Torrential Elemental, whatever it's called. Torrential Guardian. I don't know. The one that's like when you cast a spell, bounce it on the permanent. Like, it reminds me a lot of that, but it's almost strictly better. Like, oh, that's cool. Definitely a limited bomb. Absolutely a limited bomb. We're just glad PJ didn't open a Hullbreaker Kraken in all of their cards, because we would have all been completely annihilated.
Cemetery Gatekeeper.
Oh, Cemetery Girl Boss. Cemetery Gaslight. Cemetery Gatekeeper. Sorry.
It is a 1 and a red for a 2/1 first strike vampire. When it enters the battlefield, exile a card from a graveyard. Whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell, if it shares a card type with the exiled card, Cemetery Gatekeeper deals 2 damage to that player.
That's really cool.
Oh, you're playing mono black in the draft? I'm going to exile that swamp.
No, shares a card type, right? Oh, I guess play a land too. Yeah, true. My bad. But yeah, no, I was going to say, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. You guys like, oh, you're playing like a Dispel Slinger deck? Die. Okay,
you're playing, you're playing mono green bombs? Oh, buddy.
Well, in that
2 mana land. Let's go.
In that context, right? In that context, they're only playing green bombs. So you burn them for 2, and they put down a 6/6 trample haste, and then you burn them for 2, and they put down an 8/7 trample haste, and then you burn them for 2, and they put down a 10/3. Like, they might. I
didn't say it was good.
They might be doing more damage than you, my friend. They're like, yeah, okay, I'll take 2. You're like, no, you're taking damage. They're like, yeah, mate, look at your life total, and you look at your 3 life. You're like,
yeah, I'm on 3, but I did 8 damage with this.
Yeah, dude, look.
For 2 mana,
8
so
damage.
Technically, I won.
You just pack up your cards with the moral victory.
We got a change of fortune.
This is definitely a
discard your hand, then draw a card for each card you discarded this turn. I'm going to put that at one in the sleeve because I can guarantee you people are going to fight over that one.
Yeah, it's an amazing card, so really cool. That's a Riel the Everwise like staple piece. Every Riel deck just put that in their deck all at once. Riel players.
Every discard card. Everyone playing, like, was it Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It is a sorcery that does cost 4 mana, so it's
yeah. But you Wheel of Fate then into that. Like,
yeah, it's
holy
good.
Shit.
100%. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Well, that was the first box.
Oh, that's just the first box. Damn.
You know what that means? Box topper.
Box topper time. Let's see it. So are these the Dracula prints?
These are the Dracula prints.
Let's see, guys. Get excited, everyone. Drum rolls in the chat. Very excited, very excited.
Damn it.
That'll do.
Ooh.
So Dylan's trying to be as careful as possible, people.
My God. All right. Bam! It's loosely Western Renra.
Oh,
Or
Lucy.
Innocent Traveler. At the beginning of upkeep, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If no one does transform it, it becomes Lucy, a risen vampire.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Van Helsing raised his lantern and drew the slide. By the concentrated light that fell on Lucy's face, we could see that the lips were crimson with fresh blood.
Intense.
Well, boom. That's that box done.
God, the Dracula arts are absolutely amazing. They're gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. That, like Dylan said, that is just the first box that we're coming on for.
And don't forget, if you order right now on the singles website, you put your pre-orders in, you're going to get one of these tokens that Trent is drawing up today.
It.
He's only drawn one so far.
So far, any options in the chat, I'm happy to do
Do a
anything.
blood token, man.
A blood token?
Do a funny blood token.
Ooh, okay.
Get your sketch on.
Get my sketch on for a blood token. I like it a lot. Now let me just bring back up my...
Do a quick little cheeky pile. These cards. Put them aside.
Alrighty. So while Dylan does that, I'm going to get started on this. A sassy vampire. Oh, Discord didn't pop up. Sassy vampire. Oh, I'll think about that one, Sarah. So I'll get on that one straight up next. I'm going to get on this blood token, though, first, and then we'll get straight onto that one.
All right. Another stack of set boosters ready to go. I think the auto chat bot has broken again, so I just got to go update it.
Oh, that's cool. No stress at all. That's no stress at all.
Yeah. All right. First pack of the new box. What's it got? Oh, it's a Chandra emblem.
It's a Chandra emblem already. Oh, that's
Put
huge.
that over here for whoever's buying that Chandra.
That's it. That's it.
It's a Voldaran Epicure. This blood, it's a good drop. It's born in 1978. Slight tinges of worldwide radiation after the A-bomb.
Jesus. After the A-bomb.
Well, that's how they track paintings now.
Interesting.
Is ink?
They taste them.
Yes, they lick them. No, ink has radioactive chemicals in it if it was produced after atomic testing.
Interesting.
In the 50s. Imperious Mindbreaker.
Oh, geez, that's a cool
Another
name.
Soulbound. As long as it is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, whenever this creature attacks, each opponent mills cards equal to its toughness.
Oh, so cool.
I want this for petitioners again.
That's it. So cool. Would you say it's vintage? Catapult fodder. Yeah, that's it. Catapult fodder.
And then we've got a Lantern Flare.
Everything is catapult fodder. Lantern flare, lantern flare.
1 and a white for an instant that it deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control. Or you can X red, white, and cleave it, and set the X value yourself. Don't have to worry about creatures.
It's cool. It's very flexible. It's all about flexibility.
Falcon Wrath Celebrants. Pew. Ooh, we got an Eternal Knight Catilda Dawnheart Martyr.
Another Dawnheart Martyr already. Nice. That's our first double up.
Eternal Knight.
Oh, in the Eternal Knight too. Nice. Oh, that's so nice. It's not quite. No, I wouldn't call that quite a double up, but still amazing. Whoa. What the heck?
Very trippy.
That is very trippy. That's very H.R. Geiger.
I like.
It's very System Shock. If anyone knows
System
Shock.
Yes.
That's a classic.
Demonic Bargain. Exile the top 13 cards of your library, then search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, then shuffle. It's a 2 and a black sorcery tutor that is like, hey, you know those top 13 cards? Hope what you're looking for wasn't in that one.
There's a Yu-Gi-Oh card in the game that's very, very contentious, right? It's very, very contentious. And it's called Pot of Desires. Sorry, take the pen out of my mouth. It's called Pot of Desires. And I'm going to just put a Troll and Toad in the chat, a little singles like Troll and Toad thing that shows you just a common Pot of Desires. And this card came out as like an $80, $90 card. And I remember being incredibly contentious because the argument became, would you get rid of the top 13 cards of your deck? Or would you get rid of the bottom? So somebody said to you, take the bottom 13 cards of your deck and exile them before you play your card. It wouldn't feel like anything. But if your opponent told you to exile the top 13 cards of your deck, you would have a problem. Like, you'd be like, I'm thinking about this, right?
Yeah.
But are the top, like, in a vacuum,
statistically, the top 13 and the
are the
bottom 13
same
are the
as
same
the
value. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's an interesting contentious argument
But
because
it puts it's the risk.
it's the
of-
risk.
It's the valuation of those cards, because those bottom 13 you're not getting to anytime soon.
Anytime soon.
But those top 13 are your next 13 turns.
Exactly. It's your entire game.
Yeah.
And your entire game will now shift from playing this one card. And you know what Pot of Desires does? It allows me to draw 2 cards directly from my deck and put them into my hand. It is literally, I kid you not, it is Pot of Greed, but you must exile, essentially, the top 10 cards of your library, which is what this card's
Can you
a lot
bring back
like.
up the,
It's gone. I didn't realize, my bad. But, boop. But yeah.
There you go. We have an Umbrous Fear Manifest.
This is a unique card from the packs for Commander in neither of the decks. You know that because it's blue-black as well.
It gets +1/+1 in each card your opponents own in exile. Then whenever it or another nightmare or horror enters the battlefield under your control, target opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a land card.
Yeah, put that one to the side, actually, because, yeah, put a sleeve on it, but I might end up pitching that to myself. But it will be on the store for sure. That I definitely want to pick up, because, oh my god, that is a cool commander. It's a very unique commander, I think.
It's a little bit Consuming Aberration-y.
Yeah!
Oh, look, and then there's a Doomweaver immediately afterwards.
Jeez, wow, I did not know we'd be able to do that. Is there another rare in that set? There must be then.
Yeah, there's a Dreadfast Demon.
Wow, there's 2 Doomweavers as well. And a Dreadfast Demon. Jeez Louise.
Flying, at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it.
Dread Feast Demon, sorry. Beautiful, very nice. It's cool, right? So it's
like, it's on the cusp for me.
Yeah, Siren Song in the chat. Remember, an average Yu-Gi-Oh deck is also like 40 to 43 cards. You exile on average like a quarter of your deck in order to draw 2 cards. Shit's wild. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, the card is like, also, let's keep in mind, this card searches any card from deck to hand. Pot of Greed draws, like, Pot of Desires draws 2 cards. The comparison is not 1-to-1, but I just think it's very interesting. It's just an interesting dynamic. Like, it's something for you to think about when you are, thinking of those cards, because it may not come into your mind immediately, that the top 13 and the bottom 13 cards of your deck are
Another
the same.
Cemetery Protector.
Another percent. Very nice, very nice. I'm sure Kian is super happy in the chat to see that we pulled 2 Cemetery Protectors and no Cemetery Spirits. So I'm sure he's super happy with that. She's all done.
And we have a foil alt art Sundown Pass.
Foil alt art Sundown Pass. Very nice. Very nice. That's the red-white? Yeah, very nice.
Very dark, the foiling.
I think all those like lands really are. Yeah, me too, Siren Song. Oh yeah, card draw is so important in Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember seeing Harmonize for the first time and being like, what? Draw 3 cards? Yeah. It's been a while since I followed any Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, but I've been seeing arguably you really have to make the drawback back breaking to not make draw 2 worth it. Yeah, that's right, obviously. Like, I can't stress enough
Arc
that
of a Plane.
Oh, so gorgeous. I can't stress enough, guys, that the comparison is not 1-to-1, but I do want to say that, yeah, it was just an interesting angle. But yeah, definitely, like, if you're drawing cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Particularly, it's busted. Concealing
Curtains. And what's on the back?
The Revealing Eye. That's such a cool art.
It is all.
She's all. It's very cool.
And a list card for a Raven Familiar.
Raven Familiar, busted. Isn't that a Kaldheim card?
No.
Oh, okay. Cowards need to errata that to Eldrazi right now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's an Emrakul card if I've ever seen one. A lot like that, oh, we might see one. We'll get there. It's a very Emrakul card for sure. Especially with the little eyes around the eye. Ooh.
Hello there.
Hello. Here's a
The other Charmed Groom.
It is. The other variant.
Card. not like there's 2 grooms.
Olivia gets around. Doesn't let the being a vampire stop her from partying, right?
Ill-tempered loner.
Oh, this card, man. This card in the prelude, man.
This is what got you.
Yeah, it's the one card that made me... it was my only round I lost was this card. Because my deck was so strong, but sometimes it proved to be too strong.
This
Tell us what
is
this does.
great. So it is a creature, it's a human werewolf that whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. And you can pay 1 and a red to give it +2/+0 till end of turn. It's
Like fire breathing.
But it's a 3/3. It flips over into a 4/4 that whenever a permanent you control is dealt damage, Howlpack Avenger deals that much damage to any target.
Yep.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. It's so good.
'Cause
like,
limited-
it's like it just makes Stuffy Doll decks go off like crazy.
So many of the limited bombs in this set too, like, are very combat damage focused.
Yep.
So being able to throw like a 1/1 insect in front of a like your mythic green werewolf
Yeah.
that you had was
Yep.
insane.
Insane.
It, like the second you drop it, it's like, okay, well, game's over.
Yep.
Theoretically,
it says I had you guys on mute, saw it Umbrus, jumped on singles, and it sold out. Yeah, that one's Umbrus, very cool, my friend. Welcome to the chat, by the way, Theoretical Wins. Have you found anything else you've been liking so far? Welcome back to the chat.
but yeah, like just throwing a 1/1 in front of a 10/10 and then having it deal 10 damage to you is awesome. We got a Sundown Pass in the regular art.
Hey, Theoretical Wins, if you're still listening in the chat, no, we have not opened a Runo yet, but if you are still listening in the chat, I recommend you looking up that Umbra Sphere Manifest on the Singles website, because for you, my friend, I will definitely give up that card. Go right ahead, jump in. And if you guys opened him, yeah, no, not yet. We'll get there. Runo for sure we're going to get a copy of. He's only a rare. Oh no, he says. Oh no. Do not give him.
There's an alt art from a Dracula art.
Very nice. That's beautiful. Who's that?
Mina Harker.
Ah, yeah, very nice. Beautiful.
Swamp.
Too late, Theoreticals wins. I've already given him. Yeah, he's like $30. Yep, he's around. How much does he cost? Let's have a look. He's $27.50, my friend.
We have another Path of Peril.
All in the system. All done. Yeah, that Umbrus is there in the system for you, Theoretical Wins. She is all yours if you want him.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's okay. You don't have to. Do whatever you would like, Theoretical.
A forest art and then a forest.
I would just buy it myself. Do not stress. I was under the impression you were after one. That's okay, my friend.
Foreboding Statue. This is an interesting little mana rock.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So it's a 1/2 creature artifact that's essentially a mana rock. Like, people can use it as a creature, but it's not. 3 mana. At the beginning, you tap it, you add 1 mana of any color, and you put an omen counter on it. So it's going to pay for itself over time. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 3 or more omen counters on Foreboding Statue, untap it, then transform it into a 5/5 that at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you just add 1 mana of any color.
That's so good.
It's actually really good.
That is really good.
Do I want one for Saheeli? I don't know. I think I can do things faster.
Yeah, but it's a lot to think about.
It's
an uncommon. Just take one for your deck anyway. That way you can think about it later.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I got another Halana and
we got another Halana and Elena partners. The partners that had partner commander cards individually get it, and now they're called partners.
Yeah, because they're partners.
Part.
Do you get the joke yet?
Do they partner?
No, they don't.
It's definitely good fixing in limited. Yes, absolutely.
100%. Yeah, 100%. It's really
Anything
good
that
limited.
is add a mana of any color is good fixing. The green, was it the green enchantment that can enchant a land? A creature gives it +2/+2.
Utopia Sprawl.
Yeah.
But like the new version of it, yeah.
Completely platonic friends.
Completely platonic friends.
Voldarian State arts, actually.
Partners were decidedly male. What's you should change partner to roommate? Just gals being pals, that's it.
Gal pals.
They wanted to make sure that their dusts were scattered on the same ocean. They want to make sure they were buried together. They were just best friends.
Breathkeeper Seraph.
Breathkeeper Seraph. Nice.
Flying, soulbound, as long as it's paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, when this creature dies, you may return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of your next upkeep.
All done.
That's a hell of a lot of fun in black and white.
It's some cool stuff. That's definitely a cool white card. I definitely see
I soulbound this thing that I sack. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Does this? No. It's next upkeep. No. For a moment there I was like, Does this go infinite with No, I forgot the name of it.
You're getting that. I believe in you.
Sack, get 2 colorless.
Ashnod's Altar.
That's it.
No. That'd be
No, it
hilarious.
comes back.
It's not a Nim Death Mental combo just on the spot, no.
Another Howlpack Piper.
Oh, very nice. Another Piper. Wow. Full of them. I like, when I first saw Howlpack Piper, I was like, look, it's a little bit worse than I was miss my Piper. It's a little bit like, I don't know. But I will say the fact that it cannot be counted is something that I did not take into consideration. It really has like turned me around that card. So.
Vampire's Vengeance. What good striking art.
Oof, that's some art. That's got a very like wound reflection.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. It's got very wound reflection looking art.
Millicent, Restless Revenant. This is the face commander from the blue-white commander deck.
I definitely want that card. 100%. That card's so
It costs 1 less to cast for each spirit you control. It has flying. Whenever it or another non-token spirit you control dies or deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying.
It's very cool. It's just a cool guy, guys. Definitely when you get invested with the commander decks, get one of those for yourself. It's gonna be a nice.
They all the bundle is up on our website.
Yes.
On the Vault Games website, you can get the commander decks, both of them together as a bundle.
Nice.
We got another Grolnok.
And it's the normal Grolnok?
Yeah, it's normal Grolnok.
Very nice.
Grolnok the Omnivore. He eats everything.
Oh. Grolnok the Omnivore.
Omnivorous.
I just love his name, Grolnok. It's just fun to say. So he's all updated and in the system. And I've got that pre-order for the Vault Games straight in the chat there as well. So get involved with that bundle. Get yourself your pair of Crimson Vow decks today. Wonderful stuff. Really recommend these decks. They're very cool. This isn't a Wilt, Helt versus Coven fiasco. This is definitely both very powerful, awesome decks.
Nice land art. I like some good land art, you know?
Yeah, me
It's
too.
really good for like doing D&D stuff. Sets a scene.
Yeah, especially using them as little like inspiration pieces. Like having your players look at them and stuff, and yeah.
Winged Portent. Draw a card for each creature with flying you control for 1 blue. Or you can cleave it for 4 green and just draw a card for each creature you control.
That's pretty good.
I like the 1 blue part of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's already in a space that you have flyers. Like, if you're playing white-blue spirits, perfect. Like, 100% perfect card.
Yeah, I think it's quite good. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's good. I think very often you'll go, it is green-blue though, isn't it? That's the problem I have with it.
Yeah, in cleave.
Yeah, I do wish it was white-blue, you know, because it is like, it does feel like it could be like a spirit card, but oh well.
It could do really well with Spirit and Soldiers combo.
Yeah, that
blue,
kind.
white, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See that kind of stuff. So.
But remember, white doesn't draw cards.
That's no. What about the new welcoming?
White
vampire?
doesn't draw cards.
Welcoming vampire.
White doesn't draw. cards.
Sorry. White doesn't draw cards.
Cards.
It's once per turn.
Yep.
Once per turn.
Falcon Wrath Forebear. It is a foil rare creature vampire for 2 and a black, 3/1. It can't block. It has flying, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token.
Very nice.
One black, sacrifice 2 blood tokens, return it from the graveyard to the battlefield.
That card there is the is like the chassis that the Dracula art we pulled is put on. Like the Dracula Blood Immortal art, that's the card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very cool.
That Falcon Wrath Forebear, by the way, that's like, if you open that in draft, I think you can build around that very well.
Pretty easily. Yeah, pretty easily. It definitely translates to a lot of other of those black synergies in the set.
It's probably one of those cards though that if you got in the 3rd pack, you'd be like,
Yeah, that's definitely right.
If I'm not already building, this is probably not going to work. This is a rare I'd pass in 3rd pack if I wasn't in it already.
Yep, that's a good point too.
All right. There's not a lot of reach in this set, by the way. There's like 2 spiders.
Yeah, there's not a lot of reach.
And then an instant that gives things reach.
That's true. Not in the standard format. Like that new Doomweaver is a reach, right? But that's not in standard. So
that's not unlimited.
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, not unlimited or standard. But sorry.
Torrens, Fist of the Angels. He's a human cleric with training. 1 green white, 2/2. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green and white human soldier creature token with training.
Okay. Training 1/4 has reach. Theoretical wins, you're absolutely correct. There's a training 1/4 with reach, which also has reach. Yeah, that is true. I don't know if that's true. There is, what's his first name? How do you spell it?
Torrens, Torrens.
I used to live near a road called Torrens Road. But yeah, Torrens.
Torrens.
Oh, sorry. See, I use the torrents from the road. I'm a fool. All right, that's all done. But yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree that there's not much reach in the set, in the sense there's also like quite a bit of...
There's a lot of flying.
There's a lot of flying, and then quite a little bit of reach. But I think that, yeah, if you're comparing how much reach to flying, there's no reach. But I think there's enough reach that you don't have to
but
play
I think
through
like
it to
it's
be
really
blocking.
interesting that if you're going the route of green-red, you need to play burn.
Yeah,
like,
I think
to
so.
deal with flyers.
That's a good option.
Or
yeah.
you need to load up on those instants.
Well, let's not forget a braid is going to be so useful in this
Yeah,
game, for sure.
Because usually, you know, that reach slot is filled with with spiders, like at least 2 to 3, like was it like at least 3 vampires a set is almost thought it is, or it's at least 1 in common and 1 in uncommon. But I think there's only there's the green blue in rare.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
And the like maybe 1 spider in uncommon.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know. I think the green blue spider is uncommon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the green blue spider is the uncommon one, and there's a rare. But no, it's yeah. Ooh,
Another patchwork crawler.
the patchwork crawler, very nice.
I mean, it creates like a much more interesting dynamic for flyers. Like it means that you have to consider having flyers.
Yep.
Which I found really weird that they didn't put more reach into green, because you've got flying in black, white, and blue.
Yes, I do think that reach. I think that's what my point was going to. Is that I don't necessarily think there's low reach, but I think there could have been more. I think there definitely could have been more.
Sorry. I think it's interesting. Okay, I've got my wordings together now.
Okay.
Welcome to live recording, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that in a set that has so much flying, that they've essentially reduced the expectation of reach in green.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they've introduced the expectation of everything else in green.
Yeah. You can do a lot of white in green now.
Yeah, exactly.
Stigata summons again. Screaming Swarm.
Well, that's actually our first Sagata summons, right? Because the other was an art card.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm sure that was an art card. That's our first. So what does that even do for the chat?
It's an enchantment it's an anthem. And creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them. Oh no, it's not an anthem, sorry. Creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them have base power and toughness 4/4, have flying, and are angels in addition to other types.
Kian says his stream keeps lagging out. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Very sorry to hear that. Any illuminators? Kian, you will know when there is an illuminator that we pull. I promise you, Kian, you will know when we pull an illuminator. I promise you. Do not stress. My friend, do not worry at all. You will be the first person to be notified when we get... Ooh, is that signed?
Signed.
Sorry, the chat can't see that. There it is. Yeah. That's the art right there. That's so nice. Jubilee says, yeah, they came up in commentary on the pre-release. Cam lost the game basically just because he couldn't stop a couple of quick flyers, plus the fact that tree folk don't have reach. Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. See? It feels like you're playing flyers or losing to flyers very often.
We get a Stensia Uprising.
I will say there's a 1-mana blue spirit that gives anything flying, which I think is very relevant.
Yeah, actually, yeah. A lot of the disturbed enchantments end up giving things flying.
Yeah, it's really good. Stensia Uprising.
At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 red human creature token. Then if you control exactly 13 permanents, you may sacrifice Stensia Uprising. When you do, it deals 7 damage to any target.
Is it exactly 13 permanents?
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, sure. And how much does it cost to play?
4 mana.
So you're gonna have 8 permanents by... No, 5 permanents by definition when you play it.
Yeah,
so,
if you haven't played any creatures.
Yeah, if you haven't... yeah, sorry. Just by definition, right? Because 4 lands in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that tree folk got the like high toughness but not reach identity. You know what I mean? It's not a reach identity. Ooh,
Dying to serve the card. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn.
No, not on the good color. No! You can't put that on a good card.
It's a 2/2 zombie creator. You fucking kidding me?
I think it's because it goes off really hard with the that one that's like discard. It's an enchantment that's like discard 2 cards, make a 2/2 zombie. I forget the name of it, but it's like literally like discard to make a 2/2 zombie. Yeah, the specific commentary was that it's a coin flip whether they'll give any tree folk reach. Yeah, it feels that way. It feels that way. Zombie infestation. Thanks, Theoretical Wins. You guys like my little like card bot here. Yeah, zombie infestation. I was gonna call it zombie apocalypse. That's a different card, but yeah, zombie infestation. I play it all the time. I think that even came in the Will Tell deck. Like it came as like it got reprinted in that deck. So there's like I think they didn't want people to be like, oh, these cards go super well off together. And, you know, if I'm doing weird stuff like sacking and drawing and such.
It's a wedding announcement!
Whoa, that's cute.
At the beginning of your end step, put an invitation counter on wedding announcement. If you attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Then, if wedding announcement has 3 or more invitation counters on it, transform it. What does it become? It becomes Wedding Festivity Anthem. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Cool. How boring. I want to like you, white cards, but
it's also only once a turn for that card, though. No, Zombie Infestation is once per turn, right? Zombie Infestation is just discard 2 cards, create 2/2 black zombie. I don't think it's once per turn at all. I think it's many times as you want. But the other card that gives the only once per turn is, yeah. The new one. Yeah, sorry, Theoreticals, you might have missed the point. I was talking about Zombie Infestation because I was saying that it's only once per turn, and that's why they tried to avoid that combo material. That's directly, like, trying to avoid that, I think. I think because that card got reprinted in Wiltelt, it would be 2 1-to-1 for new players to be able to go straight from those 2 cards together. That makes sense? It just seems like you're telling them they have to play it this way, right? By invitation only. Which makes sense, by the way.
Sorcery, 3 white. Choose a number between 0 and 13. Each player sacrifices that many creatures.
It's cool. I really like it. I think it's a good card. Saying each opponent sacrifices creatures is already good, really good.
It's each player.
Yeah, sorry, even you. I know, sorry, my apologies. I didn't
Even
realize
mine
you do it.
goes.
But I mean to say, yeah, it's really important because like it gets past indestructible because the relevant part is that they're sacrificing them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thalia, Guardian of Thraben.
the reprint Thalia.
First strike, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Thraben belongs to the living. I will not rest until it is cleansed.
Is that a foil too? Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's foil.
She's
She's done. She's just done.
She is
right?
done. Yeah, she's had a long life.
She's like, I'm done with this shit. There's zombies, and now the vampires are having one weird fuck party up on the hill.
Yeah, and not only that, like most of Thraben is now vampires too.
Or werewolves.
Or werewolves. Like,
Odric's a vampire.
yep, it's so.
Torvald's over here giving me shit.
Yep.
Where's my sword?
Where's my sword? I'm gonna kill everyone and everything. So very excited.
This is easier.
She's a classic. She's great. I love that she's in the set. I'm glad they didn't go for another new Thalia because, you know.
It's a 1-player Magic minigame. Monster of the Week.
Oh, God.
Survive the night by defeating the monster in your booster. Open a booster and pick a double-faced card, then set it aside. This is the monster you will face. Discard all add, token, and art cards. Shuffle the remaining cards into a stack and place it face down to create your library. Play a game of Magic against the monster with the following rule modification. You start with 0 cards in hand and 20 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a treasure token. If the monster doesn't have a life total, mana, or library, it can only be defeated by removing it from the battlefield twice, once on its front side and once on its transform side. That's actually a fun little game.
That's cute. It's kind of Marvel Champions here. It kind of feels like they like level up.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that.
Cute.
Cute.
I'm going to show the chat my little blood token I worked on. My cute little blood token. Yeah, like it's kind of misting out the top. I wanted to make it look like it was kind of like gross and kind of misty. Some more little tokens. More little blood tokens. Wizard Trent and blood token. Some cool stuff happening right now.
Another Howling Moon. A woo.
A woo!
When night becomes day, create some shit.
Looks good, Theoretical Wins. Thanks, man. At the moment, I'm just drawing up some little tokens for the chat. If you buy anything through the store today, you'll get a free token with it. And if you have any ideas for stuff I'm going to draw up, yeah, I would take it. So at the moment, my next drawing up, I think, is a, what am I working on next? Oh, a cute vampire. I'm trying to draw like a little cute vampire.
A sassy vampire.
A sassy vampire, that's right. It's going to be a tough one. Sassy is a hard emotion to convey.
A Deathcap Blade. Extended art,
Ooh,
non-foil.
extended Deathclap Blade. Very nice, very nice.
And Olivia's attendant.
Olivia's attendance. Is extended art non-foil, that one?
Yes, correct.
Beautiful.
Deathcap.
And then Olivia's attendance.
Yeah. Next week's going to be a lot more fun. We're going to be opening collector's
Boosters. Oh my goodness. Exciting, exciting. I'm very excited.
Trey Excite.
Trey Excite.
Voice of the Blessed.
Voice of the Blessed, eh?
Yep. Another one. Oh. Oop. More list cards.
More list cards. Not more list cards. No.
Not even good list cards.
Wow, that's so cringe.
Oh my god, I really wanted these in all my commander decks. Ah.
I want them so much.
That's why you reprinted them, right? Ah.
Why would you reprint these, sir? I like money.
Voldaran Estate again.
Voldaren Estate, nice.
You do a crab token. Oh crap, Mr.
Krabs. I need to have a little reference shop, but I definitely could do that for you. So.
Oh, cool. Eternal Night Grolnok the Omnivore art.
Whoa, yes. That's so cool. Oh, that is so cool. God, I wish that was signed. Oh, that's so cool. June Blue 658 says, yeah, sometimes list cards are great. Sometimes they're part of an M11 one-off cycle that wasn't good then either. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Or a Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, or sometimes they're from Forgotten Realms or Kaldheim, you know what I mean? Like
another Dream Shacklegeist. I'm not liking these boxes, dude.
So far, they're not the last box was okay, but this box has been
hot trash. But hey, we've got a Kaya art that is not signed.
Still cool though.
What we got? Oh, an Inspired Idea in non-foil.
Inspired Idea. I like that you said, oh, this box has not been so good to us. Then it says, you want me to be good? You want me to be bad to you? You want me to be bad to you?
Let me show you how bad I can be.
I'll show you how bad I can be, mate.
Yeah.
Hands you over an Inspired Idea. I'll show you how bad I could truly be. It reminds me of the Lorax. How bad could I possibly be? What do people think about Inspired Idea? And that's a good question, Theoretical Wins. So I'm on the it's a cool option, and if you're playing cards like
it's just blue copy and green, really.
Yeah, look, it's really just a bad harmonize. I think it's fine if you're already playing like Thought Vessel and Reliquary Tower and ways to get to them. I think it's perfectly fine. It's a great card. Play it 110%. If you play really early in the game, you have no way to recuperate or anything. It can be very tough. Having 4 cards in hand at all times is just not the dream. But if you can avoid that, then yeah, 110%. But much like a lot of these kind of cards, and a theme we're going to see with more cards releasing as the game starts to develop into more of this parody of itself kind of deal, we're going to see more and more cards that are like, if I'm in a fully produced board state, I'm a really good card. Like Inspired Idea under a Thought Vessel is a very powerful card. But yeah. The situations in which drawing 3 for 3 with the drawback isn't going to be too much of a drawback. Yeah, exactly. You're basically either going to play it and then win on the turn you do it with to get either with the value or with some kind of win with it, or more accurately, it's just going to have that drawback for the whole game and it's going to suck. Like one of those two things is going to happen, and it's up to how you play those games and how those games go that you make this decision.
I mean, in Limited, you don't end up with a big grip anyway.
Oh, in Limited, it's great. It's fucking phenomenal. Sorry, if you're talking about Limited, I love it.
Draw 3
it's
for
great.
3. Yeah.
It's draw 3 for 3. Just play it. Don't even bother. I mean, obviously, another good example is it's draw 3 for 3, and then you draw a bunch of cards, you discard a bunch of lands, you start siphoning them out of your graveyard. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
And very maybe in a Limited game where you're top decking late game. Yeah, that's why you would bring it. It really is for that top deck late game. It really is for that.
All right, we got a Jacob Hulken Inspector.
Ooh, Jacob Hulken, he's cool. I've already got one of these myself.
Tap, draw a card, then exile a card from your hand face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may pay 4 and 2 blue. If you do, transform Jacob Hulken Inspector.
I'm going to have you put that to the side because he's a very, very relevant card as far as money-wise goes. But our stock says that he is worth literally nothing. So all of his variants are worth anywhere from $28 to $50. But this original one here says it's worth nothing. Doesn't have a sell price.
Does literally have no sell
price. It has
price.
no sell price.
Which means no one is selling it, so you can actually update that price.
Oh, sure, because that should have been
in the override spot.
Sure, but that should have been. I don't know. I'm not going to do that yet though. So, Oh my god, it's free, Deckham says? Oh yeah, baby. Chuck it straight in the system. Pick it up today. Gizo, another free token.
It goes to Halkin's Insight, a legendary enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at it exiled as long as it remains exiled. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land or cast a spell from among the cards exiled with this permanent without paying its mana cost.
It's a very cool card. I think it's going to be an amazing commander, so. Amazing, amazing commander.
Alright, I got 4 packs left.
Only 4 packs left. Oh my god, really coming to the end of this box? Man, I'm not going to lie to you, man. This box, bit of a letdown today.
Well, who knows, man? We might have
you know what?
cards at the end.
I hope...
And our contest
Exactly. You know what? That's right. The contest will be the contest to see who makes the best value of the entire box, basically.
Gatilda Dawnheart Martyr again. Regular art. We're only getting like 1 rare a pack.
Yeah, like what the heck? Where will have extra
WTF.
Yeah, exactly. WTF, Wizards, come on. You sent us a faulty box. You were meant to send us a super good box, guys. Come on.
Yeah, where's the good box?
Guys, where's the cheater box? Where's our god box? We paid
Dorothy,
for it.
a vengeful victim in the Eternal Night Art. It's a lot darker.
Yeah, it's a lot darker. No, okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, that comment at top, by the way, that card's amazing. Repository Scarab. Read that.
Yeah, what it exploits, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand.
It's just another Archaeomancer, baby. Just another Archaeomancer.
Oh, we got a Thundering Mightmare.
I've seen, oh, that's a cool card. That's
Spellbound Horse Spirit.
Horse Spirit, yep.
As long as Thundering Mightmare is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a 1/1 counter on this creature.
Can I just say that the only part of this entire card that's really green is that it has the name Mightmare.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about the entire card that's really, truly green about it.
We've got an Investigator's Journal.
Ooh, okay.
When it enters the battlefield with a number of suspect counters on equal to the greatest number of creatures a player controls. 2, and tap, remove a suspect counter from Investigator's Journal, draw a card. 2, sacrifice it, draw a card.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I talked about this recently with a friend of mine.
Probably limited only.
It reminds me a lot of Endless Atlas, essentially.
Yeah.
And I would play Endless Atlas. So.
All right. So we now have 2 packs left, Trent.
Oh.
You know what that means?
I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna roll the chair back.
Pick your poison, man.
Oh, this one.
All right. Ding. All right, here we go.
It's also a clue for the purposes of Modern Horizons 2 cards that play with clues. Oh, it's a good lonus piece. Never mind, it's a lonus piece. You're right.
Yeah, it's a clue, yeah.
That's right, it is also a clue.
All right.
June Blue, look at this. Thank you so much for that.
Right,
Jumping in front.
Who's going to have the better one? Don't include basic lands.
Don't include basic...
Wait, hang on. Do you have a foil basic land?
No, don't include basic.
Don't include basic lands.
All right.
All right, chat. This shield me chat.
I'm going to try and avoid looking at Dylan's screen. So I don't get to see what it is.
God. This is not good.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
All right. Well, I have 1 card.
Well, I have 4 cards.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. I don't have 4 cards. Oh, but I may have just beaten you. Like, I may have just cheated. All right, let's go. How do we go, Dylan?
Did you draw the card?
No, we'll see. No,
How many cards do you have? 1?
I have 2 cards.
All right, hand it over yours because mine's only 1.
No, you do yours first.
Mine's only 1,
all
so
right,
I can just do mine.
So my first card is Ascendant Pack Leader, which is the... So I'll hand this over to you. Which is the doggo you saw before. It's very, very, very good. So Ascendant Pack Leader is $10.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very relevant card.
Okay.
And then it's Unwinding Clock from the list.
Oh, it's Unwinding Clock from the list. It won't show up on there.
Won't it? Really? They haven't updated the list yet?
No. It won't show up on there.
Oh, you've got the set. Yeah, you got the set. I'm going to say at least $5 on Unwinding Clock.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say it's $15 right there.
Sure. All right.
I think the Wolf Baby.
I got
a
Cemetery Gatekeeper.
That's actually a huge card, though. You may have just won with that. You may have just gate-kept my win by bringing out a Gatekeeper. I keep spelling cemetery with an A. Why?
Because you're Australian.
That's why. And that is a $30 card, Dylan. So you managed to win this round. Dylan wins! Dylan wins, people.
Trent.
Eat shit, Trent. Trent, you idiot. You idiot. So yeah,
Put your disgusted Trents in the chat.
Put your disgusted Trents in the chat. Pop them out there. That is great fun. That was great fun. Always happy to Damn it, Trent. Theoretical Win says, damn it. Look, if I c- hang on. Let's have a look at this unwinding clock for a moment. I'll find out if I could find. All right,
That unwinding clock needs to be worth $20.
let's see. It may not be. It may not be. It's probably not gonna be worth $20. It is worth.
You could just look on our website how much it is now.
Of course, yeah. But I was hoping it would just be right there at the top one. So hang on, guys. We're gonna see. Let's have a look at unwinding clock through our list. It is. Doesn't even have a fucking variant. But the new Phyrexia copy, which it is about like $12.50. So it's about, let's just say it's $10 because it's lower than that.
Dylan still wins.
Yay. That's it. Woo! Very nice. Let's get a pack next time, Trent. Damn it. Yeah, absolutely right, guys.
Yeah, just get a better pack.
Thank you all so much for joining.
Oh wait, no, we missed one.
What? Oh, the box topper, boys. The box topper. Let's go. Dylan's going to rip over this
thought
box
it
topper.
was over.
You thought it was over.
You imbecile. All right, let's see. Hopefully this one isn't uncommon. Ooh. I could be like absolutely destroyed and it's Castle Dracula.
Oh my god, it could be. I hope so. I hope it's Castle Dracula. Not like
Ready?
really, but like just for the meme.
It is. Renfield Delusional Minion.
Very nice. What is that?
It is an alt art Eruth Tormented Prophet. One
Very nice.
blue red. If you would draw a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library instead. You may play these cards this turn.
Renfield. Very nice. It's like almost $20. Very nice. It's cool. Renfield. Delusional Minion.
Renfield. All right, well, these are all up in the system now. If you want to get them, head to the website, singles.vaultgames.com.au. You can purchase these. If you purchase any of these, Trent will include, if you purchase any of these, like in the next 2 minutes, if you haven't
The
already.
blood token. Oh, here we go. June Blue says, Cemetery Gatekeeper is another one of those 2021 Magic cards. A 2/1 first striker with Grave Hate and Sword of Goddess Knight for 1 red. In Core 12, they printed Goblin Piker. It was a 2/1 for 1 red. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah.
That's it. But that's the game.
What was I gonna say? If you've placed any orders during our stream, you may end up with a nice, sexy little Trent token.
Yep.
Well, one of the tokens that he sketched while he could. But yeah, if you want to see more of this, join us. Join the Discord in the link below. If you're watching this on YouTube, come along to twitch.tv/vaultgameslive. Come hang out with us while we crack boxes every Thursday where we have new sets out.
That's it.
And boxes to crack. Next week, we'll be cracking open some collector boosters, so we get to see all the shiny goodness.
I'm so excited for this, guys. You have to be here for that, by the way, everyone.
Pre-release this weekend.
Yes!
Come to pre-release, go
So
to your pre-release,
exciting.
go to your local. If your
Yes.
local is not Vault Games,
Then go there anyway.
Go there anyway. If your local is Vault Games, then
Go there
I'll
anyway.
see you there.
Wherever your local is, guys, make your way there and play some Crimson Vow. This is a very, very exciting
This set is actually fun.
This has been my favorite draft set in a long time. I played Limited already. Best Limited environment so far I've had. Like, just super excitable.
I think Midnight Hunt was pretty good as well.
Definitely very
but
good. Well,
I really hate how much double feature is going to be good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Because Midnight Hunt has some great setup stuff
For Crimson Vow.
and Crimson Vow has some great payoff stuff with a little bit of setup. But if you take the setup stuff from Midnight Hunt and put it with the payoff stuff in Crimson Vow, it's a fun as hell set.
It's going to be amazing. Theoretical Win says 2v2 me, bro, at pre-release. Hopefully we'll see you there. And I will destroy you in the 2v2. Man, I could one-hit you. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bro. All right, well, that's it.
down.
Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Stay safe.
Stay
Wash
safe,
your
everyone.
goddamn hands. And for the love of God, please get vaccinated.
Yeah, please. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you all. Goodbye, all.
Yeah, that's